All right, welcome everybody. Whether you're here live, if you're on the recording on YouTube, great to have you here. We are picking back up with Civ4 AI Survivor Season number 8, Game number 2. This is our second opening round game here. First one with 7 AI leaders as opposed to 6 AI leaders. It got a very interesting field here. I'll say a more interesting field than we had, I think, for Game 1. That said, Game 1 turned into a really, really exciting game. So hopefully this one will live up to that same reputation. In this game, we have the favorite is Gilgamesh, who I've also picked. He's been picked by roughly about half of the picking contest as him as the winner. And then in addition to that, we then have a lot more diversity for second place. But the second place favorites were Justinian and Tokugawa, which makes sense if lots of people are picking Gilgamesh to win. The leaders further away are probably going to be the popular picks for second. And then I have Catherine picked as first to die. She is a slight favorite, but not a major favorite. It's pretty close between like 2 or 3 different leaders as far as who people think is going to be first to die. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started with game number 2. All right. First things first, we always look for, I mentioned this on the first game last week, we always look for 2 things: who's going to found the early religions and where the early settlers going. So in this game, there are 2 people who start with mysticism. Wang Khan starts with it, and Justinian starts with it. So you would expect the 2 of them will get the first 2 religions. Justinian, to no one's surprise, is already going for a religion. Wang Khan, though, is not, which might open up someone else getting a religion. He's going for hunting, which does make sense because he has 4 hunting resources at his capital. But this does mean someone else may have a shot to get a religion, although I would still make him the favorite. Also, the archery poison pill. We look at that as well. Archery is really not a tech you want to open with because it does nothing to advance your your growth at the start of the game. But a lot of the militaristic AIs like to go for it. Bismarck is opened with it. This is one of the reasons why he's struggled in AI Survivor, is he loves to open with archery tech. And Genghis Khan is also opened with it. So Genghis Khan is not hurt as much because he has ivory tiles here, so we can improve them. But there's just nothing Bismarck's workers can do other than, I guess they can build roads because he starts with, or no, they can build mines. He's mining. Germany's mining hunting. Mongols are wheel hunting for their start techs. All right, then we also have the settlers. So it's wherever the archers are. Let's advance one more turn. So wherever these archers are is where the settlers are going. So Kathy's going south. That's good. If she sent her first settler north, she'd be in a lot of trouble. Justinian going southwest. Tokugawa going north. Okay, that's probably a mistake there. Gilgamesh is going east. Okay, I thought he was going to go to the flood. I actually thought he was going to go like right here in the floodplains. But no, he's going east. That might not be bad for him, though, because it might mean he gets more territory vis-a-vis Wang Khan, because they're going towards each other. And then Bismarck's going north here. Okay. Well, that was a fast city. Okay. So Temujin's already planted. I wouldn't say this is a very good spot for him to plant his city. So he has the sugar resource. Now, you can farm that for a 4-food tile, so it's like a dry rice. The problem is that he can't really do anything with any of these other tiles. I mean, the gems will be in range, but the capital already gets them. The banana is useless until ironworking. And then he's got a lot of peaks and desert tiles, so I don't know if that one's particularly good. Should have changed the colors for Toku and Kathy. I think we'll be okay. They don't border each other. I mean, I think we'll be okay. They're not that close. And no one else has settled yet. Let's see where the others go. Okay, so we got a couple more. All right. Well, if you're expecting conflict between Gilgamesh and what's his name, Wang Khan, then this certainly does increase that, because the 2 of them are very close to one another. Gilgamesh's city is relatively barren, but he is going to get a dry rice, so it's not completely useless. Wang Khan definitely has a better city, because he grabbed this floodplains region, so that's a little bit better. But there's definitely going to be border tension between them. On the plus side, Gilgamesh will definitely have this copper resource in his tile. He'll have it on turn 25 because he's creative. The capital pops borders on turn 25. So he'll have an early copper resource. Wang Khan does not have early copper, although he might settle this one. Okay. Elsewhere, Justinian, okay, he settled on the gold resource. Kind of wastes the gold resource, although I guess it does give happiness. But that's kind of a waste, honestly. Now, that said, this is going to be a holy city, and he does have floodplains tiles. He's got a grassland or a plains cal for production. I think it's not that bad, and it's going to be a holy city, so he's going to grab this copper, and he's going to deny this copper to Cathy. This will be in Justinian's borders, so Cathy might be in some trouble here. She does have iron, but if she were to get hit before iron, she'd be in a lot of trouble, because she is not going to have copper. I just said I didn't like the start for Cathy. I thought it was not a good start. And then Toku, this is a bad spot because all the resources are in the second ring, and he could easily ignore mysticism for a long time. Toku is another leader who often ignores mysticism. So until he pops borders, this city is completely useless. It's not even on a hill. So I would say not a good call on that particular spot there. Okay, let's see where Cathy goes with her settler. Okay, she found it on the Plains Hill. This is a good defensive spot, so if she does get attacked, this is a good place to make a stand. And it has a dry wheat tile. And this is not bad. She's got the grassland cow in the second ring marble. This is about as good as she could probably get with her second city spot. So I think she did a good job with what she had there. And then where is Bismarck going? He was going north, and now he turned around and headed south. What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing there. Oh, okay. Huh. All right. I mean, long term, a good city, but pretty weak in the early game. I guess he can farm the bananas for 4 food, but certainly not a dynamic city spot, I'd have to say. All right, well, those are the initial settlers. Next up, we'll see the religions pop up, so we'll just reveal the map so that we get the pop up on the cities. It looks like Justinian's going to have the first one. Building a monument in what's going to be his holy city. That's pretty not the best use of your production. Winecon early bronze working. Okay, maybe he'll go settle this copper if he's early bronze working here. Genghis Khan is going mining, so he will be able to hook up his gems. So that's good. Did he go agriculture? No, he went archery. He went archery into mining. Interesting. Very unusual opener there. And Toku's on Mystic. Okay, Toku to found the second religion. We'll see what... No, yeah, Winecon's not... Actually, I thought for sure that this would be a holy city, but no. He's going bronze working. It's not going to be a holy city. Okay. Huh. Well, that's good news for Gilgamesh. Looks like is Tokugawa going to found the second religion? Toku. Well, that would certainly be likely to draw him into conflict with Justinian if Justinian founds a religion and Toku founds a religion. Anyway, so there's Christianity popping up. To no surprise. Now, here's the downside for Toku doing that, okay? So Toku went agriculture first. So he does have agriculture. But he doesn't have mining. He doesn't have hunting. Oh, he does have wheel tech, so he can build roads. He doesn't have... Wait, does he have mining? I thought he doesn't have mining, right? No. So no mining, no pottery. So all he can do is farm and build roads. So he can connect this resource, but that's it. So his workers are not going to have a whole lot to do. He really needs to get bronze working to chop down all those forests. But that is not the tech path that he has chosen here. All right. And I think I'm pretty sure he's going for that religion, right? Yeah, he's a full-on meditation, so he's going to get that. All right. He can go on for meditation, yeah. Okay, so settlers now. Who's going to be the first to get theirs out? It looks like it's going to be Genghis Khan with his imperialistic trait. Working those ivory tiles that he put camps on. It'll be interesting to see if he sends this north or south once it actually comes out there. Also, early bronze working. Well, he'll be able to see the... I wonder if he settles this once he can see the copper. Because he will be able to see copper with that early bronze working research. Anyway, so number of people on bronze working. Bismarck is belatedly going for agriculture now, which he definitely needs for his capital. Justinian going for belated agriculture as well. Yeah, so the one downside to Justinian's religion is he's not able to hook up any of his resources here. Is using imperialistic trait well. He's actually getting two bonus production per turn. This will be a really, really bad... oh no, he's only getting +1. Never mind. He shouldn't be working this tile. He should be working this tile. He'd actually pick up a hammer if he worked this tile instead of the food, but it's the AI. You can't expect them to understand that. So, yeah. We're going to see the first settler. We're going to see a turn 17 settler from Genghis Khan. That's pretty early to have that pop up. And Kathy has a fast settler as well because she took the Plains Hill plant, and she's also imperialistic. This is up here, going to run out of space very quickly up here between these leaders. Now, where is Temujin's settler going? Okay, it is going south for now. He's getting south. Looks like he wants this spot here. By the way, quite a few imperialistic leaders on this map. Okay, so he took the animal husbandry, the Plains Cattle tile over there. Yeah, 3 imperialistic leaders. So Kathy, she's going southeast. Okay. Now, she could have elected to settle like right here, which would have really squeezed Genghis Khan. Instead, she's going towards the middle of the map, where there's a little bit more space. This holy city is going to pop borders in only 8 more turns. So that's going to swallow up a lot of the culture in this area. And Justinian's about to have his settler out. How about the other leaders? Anyone else have a settler? Okay, Bismarck's going to have his out soon, too. Looks like Bismarck's the other one we need to watch. Okay. And then Toku's getting close on that religion, which with no one else going then for religion. Okay. Justinian archery as well. Look at that. Militaristic tech preferences, right? Don't go animal husbandry for the double resources. Go archery. He did connect this, but maybe not the smartest pull. Really should have gone animal husbandry there with this particular setup. How about Gilgamesh? What's he doing? He almost has a settler done, and Justinian just finished one too. All right. Okay, well, there's Kathy. With 2 cities here, they'll both be able... By the way, that's bronze working finishing for Genghis Khan. All right. So there's our second city. So Osaka is going to grab tiles up here. That is going to squeeze Justinian a bit more. You know, I really was not thinking that Toku was going to found a religion. I have to say I'm kind of surprised by that. Positives for Justinian is he is claiming the entire floodplains region, and he's going to get the early copper. Is he going to do another Plains Hill plant here? Yeah, okay. I mean, I like the fact that this very, very rich floodplains region is pretty much entirely locked down by Justinian. I just hope for his sake he's going to have enough room to get out to like 6 or 7 cities. Because if he's stuck on like 5, that's going to be problematic for him. Because like Toku still has quite a bit of room to expand over here. Whereas Justinian kind of is running out of room. Anyway, so who else had a settler out? I think Bismarck had one. Yeah, Bismarck is heading down here. Oh, he's actually next to multiple barb archers. This could be ugly if he... Yeah, wow. Okay, that could have gone worse. That archer survived with 1.7. I mean, the AI gets a lot of cheats against barbarians because this is deity difficulty, but... You know, a bad dice roll there, and that could have crippled Bismarck. So fortunately for him, that didn't happen. That could have been very bad. Alrighty. So we just had a settler done for Gilgamesh. Where is he sending this one? Apparently nowhere. The archery tech research paying off, indeed. So that settler's almost done. Bismarck founded. Oh, yeah, and this is a solid spot. Very low commerce potential, but a good production city. There's enough hill tiles and food there to make the... And claims iron as well. So definitely a good spot for a production city. All right, now Wang Khan is heading down into the southern ice for some reason. So, you know, when the map is relatively uncontested, when the map's relatively uncontested, I will say that this is probably not where you want to be settling, the real poverty point down here. I am really baffled as to why he picked this spot. There's no resources. I mean, did he want the whale tile that badly? Like, there's no resources here. I don't get this. I really don't understand. Why would you pick that? And I mean, okay, I guess there's not that much elsewhere either. Actually, this territory down here looks pretty sad. Maybe I should have picked Wang Khan for first to die because he's looking pretty boxed in at this point. But yeah, I don't get it. I'm not sure what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing there. Anyway, oh wow, Genghis Khan's on double settlers. Interesting. Well, whatever territory's out there, he's going to have a shot to claim it. Anyway, so Gilgamesh, it looks like he is going to settle the floodplains region for his 3rd city. Justinian belatedly on animal husbandry. And Toku has All right, he's got his settler out now too. Where is he sending this settler? Okay, off to the east here. I don't think this settler's in much danger. If it founds on the Plains Hill, that would be a fantastic spot for a city. Ah. Well, it's still a good spot for a city, but on the Plains Hill would have been incredible. I don't know why... Not sure why Gilgamesh picked this spot here. I mean, he's still going to claim all this territory, but that would have been really... That could have been amazing if he had gone one tile further north. Or one tile northwest if he wanted the copper in range. Anyway. Okay. So... Continuing to follow who has settlers out. That's a worker, right? Yeah, that's a worker. Temujin just finished a settler, so we can keep that on as well. Ah, we had a suggestion for capital. Check. You screenshot Wang Khan's third city. Okay. All right. Sure. So it's a little bit after we often look at the capitals, but sure, we'll do a check-in. All right. So turn the resources on. Gilgamesh has farmed a bunch of these tiles, but has not actually improved them. He's going for bronze working now to connect his copper. Wang Khan, he's got a lot of commerce, right? Early iron working, so he will have metals. He already has iron at his capital. Or he's got iron close by somewhere, doesn't he? Oh, it's down here, I guess. So a lot of commerce, but not a lot of food hammers there. Bismarck has connected the two... Actually, he's connected 3 resources. His capital actually looks pretty good right now, aside from... very poor economic setup. He's still at least he is researching the wheel, so he's not going to be wheel-less like he was in that one game. This would be a good capital if it wasn't size 2. It actually just whipped out a settler. And Kathy has connected the seafood research. I mean, Kathy is putting out a lot of hammers there. 10 with plus 50% for imperialistic, so she definitely has the potential to settle the map. Justinian needs some work here. He's connected his 1 food resource, but he hasn't done animal husbandry yet. He also still is not apparently connected. He apparently doesn't have fishing because he's still not... Or he doesn't have mining tech. That's why he doesn't have the gold connected. He still doesn't have mining tech. So he needs that. And then Toku basically has agriculture, and that's kind of it. But yeah, the map's going to fill up very... Oh, wow, there's actually quite a few barbs over here. But double archers guarding this settler means it'll be well protected. This map is going to fill up fast. It's a small map, and there's multiple imperialistic leaders running around. So they're going to fill that up quickly. Is that a settler? Okay, Justinian has a settler. Kathy has a settler. And Genghis Khan has a settler over here. They're all running around. Still no mining tech for... Yeah, still no mining tech for Justinian. He's going for masonry over mining. Why would he want mining tech? I understand why he wants masonry. He wants to connect this, which is going to be in his borders in a couple turns. But still, it's an odd decision. He's actually got double copper that's going to be in his territory, and he doesn't have mining. He only just got animal husbandry. Anyway, I think this settler is going to plop down here any second now. Yeah. Again, not bad. Just needs to expand borders. Unfortunately, Mr. Genghis Khan does not have mysticism tech, so he's going to be stuck without the ability to connect this for a while. Maybe he'll finally research that, since he'll want to connect that. All right, as before, we are always interested in the diplomacy. So, like, Genghis Khan, I'm really curious who he goes after. Oh, apparently he doesn't like Bismarck, and he doesn't like Wang Khan. Huh, but he's kind of cautious with everybody. Still not a lot of pluses and minuses, except that Justinian and Toku do not like the fact that they have different religions. We'll have to keep an eye on who gets what religion there. And Wang Khan's building Stonehenge. Okay, buddy. You do you. So next up, where's Kathy and Justinian going to settle with their settlers? Kathy and, let's see. Okay, apparently they're both going to this northwest corner, but I think Kathy gets there first. Oh, so this is interesting. Justinian moves first in turn order. If they both want to settle on the current tile, then Justinian wins. But I think they both want the Plains Hill, and I think Kathy's going to get it by 1 turn. Nope. Oh, wow. The perks of being a pool 1 leader. Justinian went for that spot, and Kathy got bounced. Oh, boy. That's a biggie, because that subtracts a city from Kathy and adds 1 to Justinian. That's a big deal. That's a big break early in the game. Justinian getting this and bouncing Kathy, because now Now she's really looking a bit squeezed on territory. That's like straight up +1 for one leader and -1 for another leader. Big deal. Got to get that oil. No, the AI does not know the oil is there. It must have been, as Chat said, he must have wanted the silks. He obviously wanted the silks. Okay. Anyway, hey there, welcome. Anyone who's just getting here. Okay. Whew. Big early moment in the game. Okay, we have our first Barb City as well over here. That's kind of bad news for Gilgamesh. Now, instead of just settling this area, he's going to have to go conquer this city. I mean, he should be able to do it because he's got he's researching bronze working and he has copper in his territory, but it's still no guarantee. Amusingly, if this city expanded borders, no one else would be able to reach. Oh no, they'd be able to. They'd be able to. They'd still be able to walk through here. I was going to say if this city expanded borders, no one else could reach the Barb City, but they can. Anyway, and Genghis Khan's exploring over here. Alrighty. So Justinian got his city. Apparently there's a race for Stonehenge. Is Justinian going to get Stonehenge in this city too? Well, he'll have an insane amount of cultural pressure if he gets that. Stonehenge would actually be a good build for him because he's not creative or anything. And then that way he would stop building monuments in every city. Plus it would give him a great profit for his shrines. That would be a pretty good build. Anyway, Genghis Khan, he's already building units. I mean, he doesn't have metals connected, so he won't be plotting war yet. But he's researching ironworking, and he has iron in this city, so he'll definitely have that sooner or later. Do we have more? Okay, I was going to say, do we have a settler out for Gilgamesh? We do. Do we have a settler out for Wang Khan? We do. He's heading north. We'll keep an eye on that. And then this is a Bismarck settler. Okay, so we've got some settlers out on the map. Except Tokugawa does not have... What is Toku doing? Oh, he's finishing a settler right now. Gotcha. This part of the map is still pretty open. It's like this big open patch. Now, it's relatively low quality land, but still. Big open patch of land up here. Oh, what's this? Why did Wang Khan turn around and walk back into his city again? I don't know what's going on there. Gilgamesh's settler is walking... Where is this settler going? I guess he's going to grab the iron resource. It's like, Gilgamesh, dude, you got this whole peninsula here. Why don't you go claim that? Let's see. And I thought Kathy just finished. Oh, Kathy still has that settler from earlier walking around, and she just built another one. So Kathy has 2 settlers on the map. But she's going to have to walk a long way away from her core to get any more cities down. Oh, okay. And apparently this was planted by Genghis Khan. Again, buried in jungle, kind of a useless city that's going to be a big hit to his economy early in the game. But if he can hold it long term, this would be a good spot. Right in the dead in the middle of the city. Right in the middle of the map. Definitely a stretch there. And then Bismarck planted this spot over here. I like this one. If he would ever research something that gives him culture, which, again, he does not have. He also doesn't have pottery yet. Oof. Bismarck's economy is going to be really bad because he has so few river tiles or tiles that produce commerce. Like, he doesn't have a gold resource. He doesn't really have a river. He has a tiny river here to give him a little bit, but not much. And he skipped pottery tech, and he's also skipped anything that gives him culture. So his economy is going to be in low gear, to say the least here. So I mean, he has room. He has quite a bit of room to expand, but I'm kind of skeptical long term there. And then there's another Justinian settler heading to the middle of the map here. I think Justinian and Toku are going to end up in conflict. I don't really see how that gets avoided. All right, Stonehenge goes to Wang Khan. He must have whipped this. Yeah, he whipped it out because this was pretty close to finishing for Justinian. So Justinian will get some fail gold from that. But it would have been a big wonder for Justinian to build because he would have gotten his shrine. Instead, the game is still kind of wide open for anyone to get that. All right, now Gilgamesh had a settler. Where did Gilgamesh... Oh, Gilgamesh's settler's back over here again. He can't seem to decide where to send it. And then Justinian planted this. All right, I mean, if Justinian can hold this spot, you know, like if he can hold his territory, he's going to be very strong. Question is, how much aggression does he see? I think Justinian's in a really good position if he does not get 2v1'd or 3v1'd. And I still think the wildcard factor here is what Temujin does. I'm really curious who he's going to go slamming into in this game. I don't think he can win the game, but I think he's going to have a humongous impact on who does win the game, if that makes sense. Because, as I said, Justinian, he's definitely making some enemies here. He really needs to spread his religion. He's going to be in conflict with Toku. The question is, does he also get in conflict with Kathy and or Temujin over there? Okay, Gilgamesh's settler is still right here on this tile. All right, there it goes. It's moving it to the south. And then Genghis is apparently going to take a stab at this barbarian city. Anyway, Wang Khan is getting pillaged, apparently. What's going on here? He lost all of his fur camps. He had 3 fur camps. They all got pillaged. What the heck? What is going on here, Wang Khan? Where is your settler? Didn't you have a settler, Wang Khan? All right. Wait, there's an unprotected settler running around up here. What is going on? This city is completely undefended, and this barb archer's running around. Well, he's lucky he didn't get punished for that. That barb archer was on this tile. It could have walked 1 tile north and then walked into an undefended city. Okay. Hanging in there, I suppose. At least he's finally going for pottery tech. And then Bismarck planted this city northeast. Again, if he can get to ironworking and cut down the forest, or the jungle tiles, then it'll be pretty solid. But without that, it's a bit of a stretch. And then Kathy also planted another city. Kathy's going to have so much trouble defending her territory. Look at this. So she also planted up in the Arctic, where there's a silver... Okay, not completely wasted. There's a silver tile up here. But outside of that silver tile, that is a weak city. I mean, it's going to be tough defending this. It's just very awkwardly... very awkwardly arranged territory. Now, that said, because Tokugawa's been very slow to settle the map, he might end up not getting as much territory as I thought. I thought that when he got his initial city to the west here, he might get a decent land grab, but now it's not looking quite so hot for him because the contested areas seem to have gotten snapped up. Didn't he have another settler somewhere? Did he, like, lose a settler or something? Because I thought he had another settler earlier. Like, Justinian already has another settler on the map here. Anyway. Oh, and Gilgamesh did plant his 4th city. Now there's double barb cities down here. That's actually not great for Gilgamesh. Because he would have liked to have just claimed this territory peacefully. Now someone else might capture these barb cities. That said, though, the territory he does have is pretty high quality, and he's going to have marble connected once he gets the masonry done. But he does need to actually claim this land, because if he doesn't get these cities down here, then his position's not as good as a lot of us thought going into this game. Anyway, Justinian is actually out to a pretty good score lead, although a lot of that is because he has a ton of land points. But he is still ahead by a pretty good margin here. Whoops, we don't want a monument, we want a settler. All right, 50 turns are up. By the way, how convenient is it that if you put the settler on a 50-turn build, it like gives you this automatic check every 50 turns. It's like, hey, this is a good time to take an overview of the game state. All right. So, oh, that's true. Yeah, Kathy is shielding Justinian from Genghis Khan, but that's not going to matter if Kathy attacks and Tokugawa attacks too, and they both are slamming in there. All right, overview screenshot. Let's take a look at Justinian. Actually has a pretty good score lead, but they said a lot of that's just from having a lot of land points. He's going to get another city in the north there too. Is this a Toku settler? No, not it. So I am curious who's going to get this spot. This is a pretty high quality spot here with gold tile and then the dyes. Like, that's pretty good stuff. Anyway, overview. So GMP, who's leading? Justinian's tops, although I suspect a lot of that's culture. It's Justinian and Wang Khan are at the tops. This is Bismarck. I said that Bismarck's economy was going to struggle a lot, and he is struggling. So this is... Bismarck is near the top in production, though. Wang Khan is hurting on production. And then this is... Is this Gilgamesh in the... Yeah, so Gilgamesh is also not doing that well in terms of production. Food... Justinian, okay, Gilgamesh has a lot of food, but low production. Yeah, Wang Khan's struggling there as well. And then power, unsurprisingly, Temujin's top. Justinian and who is this color? I think this is Kathy. Yeah, this is Justinian and Kathy are the lowest here. I'm a little surprised for Justinian because, oh, he doesn't have bronze working. That's right, he doesn't have bronze working. He hasn't connected his metal yet. I was like, he should have copper. He should be building metal units, so his power should be higher. But yeah, he was slow to research that. Anyway, so we had a request to quick look at research rates. Okay, Justinian's at 23. Gilgamesh 8. Ugh, that's not good. Bismarck 7. Kathy 5. Ugh. Genghis Khan 12. He's actually doing better, but that's because he has the gems tile. Toku 12. And Wang Khan 13. Okay, I mean, Justinian's your clear leader in that regard. Definitely has the highest tech rate so far. So, good overview. That was Toku. Okay. I misread the bar graph then, but got Kathy and Toko confused. Anyway, Justinian's listed again there as largest leader in the world. So far, this game has shown you kind of the advantages and why Justinian's a pool one leader. He founded the religion, which has been pretty helpful. It's claimed a lot of territory, and then he's used imperialistic to spam out settlers everywhere. So you're definitely seeing why he's a pool one leader so far. Now the question is, can he avoid getting dogpiled? Because I think if he doesn't get dogpiled, he's in really good position in this game. But if he gets dogpiled, then all bets are off. Anyway. So that's Bismarck getting bronze, or belated bronze working. Toku, why is Toku still on 3 cities? Like, what is this guy doing? I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there. And Gilgamesh is pushing to the center of the map too. Okay. I mean, Gilgamesh will definitely be the largest AI if he gets this back corner. This is an interesting one though. What is this? Denying the iron? Oh boy, there's going to be a tremendous amount of cultural pressure on this city. Because like this city's going to pop its borders, and this city's going to pop its... Actually, this city's 2 turns away from popping its borders. And Genghis Khan still does not have anything that produces culture. Right? Like there's nothing that produces culture anywhere in his territory. So this actually could culture flip away. Or at the very least, it'd be so culturally crushed that it has no control over its own tiles. Does Gilgamesh have metals? Yes, he does. He just connected copper. And he's building vultures. So yeah, Genghis Khan's about to connect metals too. I mean, we can check real quick. Let's check the Diplo matrix right away. So Toku and Justinian do not like each other. There's actually a -6 here. Oof. Yikes. And then Genghis Khan, apparently he really hates Wang Khan, and he really hates Bismarck for peace rate weight reasons, which is kind of bizarre. But I am curious what's going to happen here, because I thought that my pick of Kathy for first to die is predicated on Genghis Khan rushing north. If he goes south after what's his name, after Gilgamesh instead, then that would certainly shift the game a lot. All right, there's down to just 2 archers here. And Gilgamesh looks like he's in pole position, and he would capture this city because it's size 2. Now, if he gets a very easy Barb City capture, that actually would be a huge benefit for him as well. So let's keep an eye on that too. Like I said, this city's gonna lose. Yeah, it actually just lost the iron resource. Whoops. I mean, that's fine for Genghis Khan because he has another iron resource up here. But yeah, whoops. Not what you're looking for. Anyway, Justinian had... Oh, he went all the way to the north coast. Okay. He's going all the way... Okay, what the heck? Why so far north, buddy? I don't quite understand that. Apparently he really wanted a northern spot. And yeah, this Barb City looks like it's actually in quite a bit of trouble too. So, the war plotting. He's not plotting war. Gilgamesh is not. He's somewhat surprisingly not. I mean, it's a little early for these leaders to be plotting war, right? He's not either. They usually don't declare war until around like turn 70 to 80. We usually see the first war around like turn 70 to 80. Second contender for poverty point. I mean, looks like it. Yeah, I mean, on deity, it's like any city is generally worthwhile for the AI to found because they get so many cheats. But that one's pretty weak. I mean, granted, he doesn't have a ton of space, but like, why not? Why not here and grab the gold resource? That's a much better spot. I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, Justinian just connected. Oh, wow, he's getting pillaged too. But he just finished bronze working, so he'll connect, belatedly connect these copper resources that have been in his territory. So his vulnerable period's almost out, and he is also building the Oracle, although in a city that's not a very productive one. I would expect Gilgamesh to get the Oracle personally. Well, it looks like the next thing Gilgamesh is going to do is grab this Barb City, which is a big win for him because this is a very strong spot here. Double seafood resources, and he's creative, so he'll grab it with border expansion. Yep, so that's a big plus for Gilgamesh. Picking that. And then he'll be the favorite to get this one. I mean, this city is also going to grow to size too, right? And then it'll also be captured. Now, this one's on a hill, so it's going to be tougher to take out. But, I mean, you'd have to think he's the favorite to get. No one has writing, so no one can sign open borders. So no one else can even get down here to try to capture that Barb City. And I don't suppose, do we have any other Barb Cities? This map's very congested, so there's not as much room for Barbs to spawn. No. I suppose I should check back in with Wang Khan, who, if you're curious what he's doing, I mean, he settled another city down here. Like, what is this guy doing? He looks very weak. As I said, I thought Kathy would be first to die because I thought she'd get dogpiled, but Wang Khan just looks so weak. I feel like anyone can take him out. He still doesn't have metals connected either. Like, he still doesn't even have these freaking furs connected because he got pillaged by the barbs. I don't know, man. He's also got Stonehenge in this city, which would make it a juicy prize for somebody. All right, let's keep going. Onward we go. I would definitely keep an eye on Genghis Khan because I think he's the one who's most likely to start a war, especially now that he has iron connected. I mean, like, he's already done building settlers, right? He doesn't have any, or does he have any? Worker in here, worker. Oh, he has a settler in here. I wonder, does he try to cram a city down here? Like another city down here on the border? No, apparently he might just be holding that settler because he can't identify anywhere else to go with his settlers. He really would benefit from getting a tech that expands his culture because he literally has 0 culture right now. He has the palace and that's it. Oh yeah, and Toku did finally get a 4th city. Yes. I mean, Toku has room for a couple more cities, so maybe he'll belatedly get some of these. I mean, this isn't like a city here. Granted, has no food, but, you know, would pull in multiple happiness resources, so it would be worth grabbing for that reason alone. And Bismarck, did he get any more? He founded this city relatively recently, Essen. I mean, it's like the same thing, good production, but very low commerce potential. At least he is going pottery finally. He does need this tech, but I'm just concerned long term he's going to get out teched really badly because his economy is just not in position to do much. I mean, I guess he's getting belated pottery, so that he'll get something out of that. Anyway, but yeah, we're just kind of chilling for right now until someone looks like they're ready to start a war. Barb City is size 2, so it could be captured. Gilgamesh is going to grab another city down here. Again, this is why people like Gilgamesh. I mean, I say people, I also picked him. He just has a lot. He just has, oh, well that happened sooner than I thought. All right, again, my pick was that I thought that Gilgamesh was going to attack, or Genghis Khan was going to attack Cathy. That was my read on this game. That did not happen, at least in this game. He went after Gilgamesh instead. This is bad for both of them because we're in the era in the game when no one has catapults yet, and it's going to be really hard to capture cities. That said, New Sarai looks very, very, very hard to defend. All of Gilgamesh's cities are going to have culture from his creative trait, so he should be presumably able to hold here. Genghis Khan, maybe not so lucky. All right. If you're in terms of power, again, they both have metals connected, so that's not an issue. And Genghis Khan is tops in power. Apparently Tokugawa is last in power. Does he have metals connected? No, he doesn't. Okay. Does he have any resources? Oh, he has an iron resource. Okay. He has 2 iron resources, so Toku will be okay. Does he have? Oh, he doesn't even have he doesn't even have mining tech. What? How is it turned 63 and he doesn't have mining tech? Jesus. Okay, well, he's not going to be fighting anyone anytime soon. Anyway, so Temujin, like, what was the point of this war declaration? So, yeah, he's pretty much just sabotaged his game. All right, this is big. Cathy's picked up Justinian's religion. Gilgamesh also built the Great Wall, so he's going to get an early Great Spy for whatever use that is. That's big because this means it more likely that Cathy will attack someone else. This will relieve some pressure. Now, it doesn't guarantee that she won't attack him because she can, but it makes it a lot more likely that she'll attack someone else. And in particular, I would say Temujin's position is looking kind of shaky right now. He's already at war with one neighbor, and if Cathy were to go to war with him on the other side, he could be in some real trouble. Now, does Cathy have metals? No. Oh my god, Cathy really struggling on the resource front here. What is going on? She has clams and silver and nothing else? Wait, did she skip wheel tech? No, she does have wheel tech. Okay. For some reason, she's going early sailing. Oh, I guess she has a lot of coastal cities, so there's some sense to that. She just hasn't built any roads for some reason. I guess she's very slowly building roads up here. She just got wheel. Okay. Thanks for that. Like, she just got wheel. All right. Huh. Anyway, and there is still room for, like, some more cities over here. Like, Wang Khan's going to drop a city on one of these tiles, and there is a Barb city over here. So... And, oh, wow, Gilgamesh picked up Justinian's religion, too. Okay, wow. Boy, if it was ever looks like there's a team winners and a team losers, I'm gonna say that Christianity is looking like the team winner right now, and Buddhism's looking like the team loser from what I'm seeing here. Justinian and Gilgamesh 1-2 in this game. I mean, that's how I have them picked. So here's hoping, right? Anyway, but yeah, that's going to boost their relations as well. They might be able to work together to some extent. Now, this means now that Gilgamesh really dislikes Temujin. And then Bismarck. Okay, he doesn't really seem to care about religion very much. Kathy now likes Gilgamesh too. Plains Cow faith spreads, yeah. I'm just curious, where was Temujin planning on attacking? Like, he declared war, but like, normally the AI waits until they have a stack before they declare war. I just feel like these cities are undefended. They don't even control their own first string tiles. How are they ever going to defend themselves? I don't know. I'm not seeing this. Meanwhile, all of Gilgamesh's cities have at least 20%, if not 40% culture. Like, this one's at 40%. How close is this one? Okay, not especially close. 37 turns. This one's only 8 turns. I mean, like, in 8 turns, this city pops out its borders to, you know, here. So just like the entire battlefield is under Gilgamesh's control. I mean, that's the power of creative trait. We've said it's a very good trait for AI survivor purposes. And I guess Justinian's just going to get this oracle because no one else is building the oracle as far as I can tell. I guess he just gets the oracle. That's going to help him a lot. Like I said, as long as he doesn't get dogpiled, I really like Justinian's position here. I liked Gilgamesh more before Genghis Khan declared war on him. I'm less certain now that he's in this, what looks like it's going to be an unproductive war. But, you know, if he just snipped off these 2 cities and signed peace, then Gilgamesh would be in great shape too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this. I guess there's just some random units walking around here. I mean, like, what are these units going to do? Do they have the attack mission? Okay. This sword has the attack mission, so it's just going to commit suicide against this city. Yeah. So much for that unit. And this sword also has an attack mission too, so it's also going to commit suicide. Well, no more cities for Temujin. I mean, he's not going to get any more. Wang Khan plotting? I mean, I don't think so. He doesn't even have metals connected. Oh, he does. He just finally got iron. I mean, I don't think so. Justinian's probably the one to watch because he's stronger. And Kathy? No. Biz? No. I don't really expect any of these to be plotting. Justinian seems to be in wonder building mode right now. He's going to get the oracle, which will give him a profit for his shrine eventually. Let's see what tech he took. All right. If I had to guess, I'd say monarchy is probably his tech. He took monarchy. That's not a bad fit either because he does have wines and he'll be able to go hereditary rule off that, which will also be good diplomatically because a lot of leaders like that. Do we have leaders who have that as their favorite civic? Gilgamesh is... Oh, wow. Gilgamesh and Kathy also have hereditary rule as their favorite civic. Now, the... Justinian won't get Diplo benefits from that until they are also in that tech, but they'll go to it eventually. Jeez, man, that sounds pretty good. These 3 are like starting to work together pretty well. What is this unit even doing here? Yeah, there's hereditary rule. Also, how long will this barb last? This barb city will last, I think, until this war ends between these 2. Anyway. So yeah, the map is slowly getting settled. We have another Bismarck settled this spot. Toku is still on the 4 cities, although he does have a settler running around over here, which I guess is going to found on that tile shortly. So far, the seeded leaders do seem to be playing pretty well. I mean, I guess Wang Khan is technically 3rd in score, but the fact that Wang Khan is 3rd in score with this empire probably tells you something about how badly the other leaders are doing. I mean, this is kind of sad, let's be honest, but yeah, he's 3rd in score for the time being. Bismarck is once again kind of wasting a potentially solid start, and then Kathy just got squeezed really badly in this game. Still wondering who she's going to go after. Does she have metal access at all? She has horses. There's an iron in her territory, actually multiple irons, so she just needs to get to iron working, which sooner or later she'll get to. So she won't be declaring war until, yeah, she gets iron working. So you don't have to worry about that. So, yeah. Justinian built Temple of Artemis, too. Now, that's not a particularly great wonder, but it does give more culture. It does mean he's going to get he's going to get a very, very likely great profit in 13 turns. I mean, he'll be like 80% odds to get a profit. And then that would give him a shrine. So, I mean, that's good. Because he's going to be, he's going to be spreading his religion. And him staying at peace for right now is probably a good thing. Just let the other game leaders fiddle around. There's our first request to join a war. What's the power rating looking like, out of curiosity? Okay, so, wow, Justinian's starting to spike. Temujin sure is spamming those units, isn't he? I don't really think he can break through and capture these cities, especially if Gilgamesh is smart enough to just build walls in, like, this city, but he sure is building a lot of units down here. Yeah, this city's just popped its borders. So New Sarai is just so hard to defend. Like, there's just no way to really hold this city. But Temujin sure likes to spam units, so he's definitely spamming them out. That chariot's pretty dead. So Tokugawa founded that city way over there. Yeah, and this war is just... all this war is doing is just slowing down both Genghis Khan and Gilgamesh with... by the way, yeah, Justinian's going to found another religion, which could be bad for him if it spreads to other nations. But for the moment, this war is just like a total non-entity between Gilgamesh and Genghis Khan. Because there's just no way Genghis Khan's going to be able to capture anything. Alright, anyway, so that's... wow, that German city was auto-raised. Now, where did Hinduism pop up? Oh, it popped up here. Okay, that's probably good news for Justinian. The holy city was way up here. So this is not likely to have much an effect on the rest of the game because the spread rate for holy cities is based on what they're closer to. And this is not close to anything except Kathy's similar ice colony. I guess Tokugawa has his own ice colony as well. So that's an interesting place for that. Yeah, and Toku also planted an ice ball city up here. Anyway. So yeah, Justinian was able to finish that, and we also had some great generals popping up, which means that some units evidently got traded. In this ongoing war. Justinian belatedly going for ironworking. Yeah, I mean, this city is not especially well... you know what? This city's not very well defended. It's not impossible that this could be captured, even with the 40% defensive bonus. And that's because there's only 2 units in here, vultures, that get defensive bonuses. I mean, I still would expect the city to hold, but it's theoretically possible. Yeah, okay. Didn't even end up attacking. Ended up walking away. Alright, and now Genghis Khan is converted onto the Christianity bandwagon as well. So if you're Bismarck and Tokugawa, you're feeling a little left out at this point, considering almost everybody has picked up Justinian's religion. This is really good for him, how many people are picking up his religion. All right. And again, this city only has a sword and an axe in it. It's like, this city is not well defended. It has no walls. It has no culture. I feel like sooner or later this city is going to get captured just because there's nothing defending it. But for right now, it's kind of a phony war. Yeah, again, this city Eridu really should just build walls. Well, did those units attack? I don't know if they attacked or not. Genghis Khan certainly likes to build units, doesn't he? He's sure spamming the units, but so far has not been very effective. Hasn't really done it. Oh, wow, what's this? Where did this city come from? Okay. Apparently that's been there a couple turns and I didn't spot it yet. That's just Justinian being, feeling very confident by planning a city like that. He's not plotting war yet. Wang Khan's not. Bismarck isn't. Kathy, no. And he doesn't have metals connected yet. Okay. So far, it's just this war between these two, which is why I'm keeping the camera focused down here, because there's actual fighting going on down here. Already an organized religion. Jeez, well, he'll use that to spam. And then there's his profit for his shrine. So he's going to have like a turn 83 shrine. Or whatever. Actually, it spawned in the holy city. Let's see how many cities I've converted. I mean, Justinian's just in total control of the northern side of the map right now, right? already has 9 cities with his religion. I mean, I will say my read on this game was I thought Justinian and Gilgamesh would be the 2 strongest AIs, and they are very clearly the 2 strongest AIs, but that does not mean in any way that they're going to finish 1-2 in this game. It means they're more likely to, but there's no guarantee that they will actually finish as the top AIs. I will say that Gilgamesh would definitely benefit from signing a peace treaty, going and capturing this Barb city, and then coming back after Genghis Khan down the road, instead of like once he actually has catapults to help him out. But Genghis Khan's economy is completely useless, is like completely toasted. Bismarck gets the pyramids. Bismarck is looking a little more solid here. I still don't think he's in good shape, but he's looking a bit more solid, looking a little bit better. Tokugawa is also doing a little bit better just by virtue of not being in one of these wars. Yeah, Genghis Khan, I mean, the fact that he has never researched anything that gives culture is really, really hurting him here. I mean, he can build masonry he's finishing masonry and then he can build walls, but like just no culture means you get so squeezed by the AI. Now, neither of these cities is going to expand borders again anytime soon, but how about Uruk? 31 turns. Wait, Uruk is at how much culture? It's at, okay, the 500, so 20, 40. Okay, Uruk is not expanding. Okay, Uruk would have to get to 5,000 culture. So this city's not going to culture flip. It's like in a position where it will not actually flip, but it is in a position where it will never control its first string tiles. So it will always be exceptionally vulnerable to getting attacked because it does not control its own first string. Oh, uh-oh. Gilgamesh in a 2-front war. Uh-oh. That's problematic. Well, that's not good if you have Gilgamesh to win, as I do. Maybe I should have had Gilgamesh and Justinian reversed in this one. Okay. Now, that said, there's no catapults on the field yet. No catapults in the picture yet. And this is a city with 40% defenses, but still not great. Not good for Gilgamesh. Does this city hold? It's all vultures. It's entirely vultures, which should do pretty well against... Actually, vultures should do pretty well against swords. They don't do that well against axes. They do well against swords. I would... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and archer. How many attackers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would expect that this will hold with the 40% bonus. But let's see. All right, well, the attack didn't actually come in. And then there's another... Interesting. Okay. Well, I was able to take that city, even while at war, although it would have been probably better to have some of these units over here. All right. Well, there's also a potential attack against Ur. Well, there's a lot of units up there. And oh, this is bad for Gilgamesh. This is all chariots on defense. Chariots, I mean, you can build the walls, but they're not going to get any benefits from the borders. This city's dead. Ur's gone. Yeah, that city's going to fall. And this might be the beginning of the end for Gilgamesh. All right, so he absolutely wasted Wang Khan's stack, but yeah, but that's a major loss there. He just lost one of his core cities to Genghis Khan. And now Wang Khan's actually second in score. What the heck? Gilgamesh first to die? I mean, it's in play, right? It's in play. I think he got a little unlucky with the two-way war here. And now there's Kashyyyks on board. Again, I don't think Genghis Khan can win, but he sure can ruin someone else's game. Anyway, so up here, Kathy has now connected metals, so she could potentially start plotting war if she wanted to. Justinian could as well. Bismarck, nope. And Tokugawa has finally connected metals, but it would be surprising if he was... Well, for right now, it's just this straight 2-front war. Is Genghis Khan's turn 65 no stacks war really about to pay off? Maybe. Sometimes just doing nothing but building a gazillion military units can actually work. It rarely does, but sometimes. So not much going on here. I mean, like I said, I don't think Genghis Khan can actually win because his teching is so, and his culture situation is so bad. But I mean, stranger things have happened. He does build really big stacks. So Wang Khan just kind of got pasted, but Gilgamesh also lost quite a bit. He lost it in, most of those losses were in the city of Ur, which, again, for some reason, inexplicably decided to build nothing but chariots and then defend with a bunch of chariots. All right, so the units in here had time to heal. I suspect that they will hold in this city, but let's find out. Gilgamesh will also get the first reinforcers advantage to stuff more units in there. Yeah, that attack did not go well. That was a slaughter for Genghis Khan. Just lost a lot of units there, and he did not really come close to breaking through. Meanwhile, Justinian's like, la-di-da-di-da, I'm just going to continue building up here. Researching calendar. I got my shrine with 13 cities following it. La-di-da, I founded this city up here to grab a few more resources. He's starting to accelerate past the rest of the field here. All right, well, a fresh group moved up. This city is actually, New Sarai is actually like not defended at all here, so this could be a trade back. Wang Khan's reassembling a new stack, but it's going to take him a little while. If you're curious about the shark fins, yeah, look at these. So if you're curious about that term, when there's a huge drop on the power bar graph, the term that has come up for that is a shark fin, because if you look at the graphs, they look like a shark's, literally looks like a shark's fin with the big drop downwards. Wang Khan is rebuilding, like he is getting more units, but yeah, I mean he took a loss, and Genghis Khan took a loss because, again, until there's catapults, you really can't break through those defenses very easily. New Sarai is definitely in some trouble here. There's only 4 units in there. And Gilgamesh, but Gilgamesh doesn't quite have like a real stack. All right, Bismarck has picked up Justinian's religion as well. Okay, this is just an everybody has Justinian's religion game. I would be concerned if I was Tokugawa at this point. I would be very concerned. Justinian's putting on an absolute clinic in this game. Kind of wish I'd reversed the Gilgamesh Justinian, but I'm still holding out that maybe Gilgamesh can slip back into second place so I can get the reverse score. Anyway, let's see what goes on over here. Wang's starting... Oh, Wang, you need to build a bigger stack than that. That trickle stack's not going to work. Let's see what happens here. Oh, New Sarai. All right, New Sarai got captured. So that's noteworthy. Gilgamesh punching back a little bit here. So now there are some units assembled outside Eridu, but I think that the walls will finish first, and with walls and this many defenders, I think, and these units can move in and reinforce, I think Eridu's fine. So losing did not make up for getting New Sarai, but that's still a nice pickup for Gilgamesh there. 1 for 1. He just needs to get a peace treaty with one of these two sides. Oh, wait, New Sarai just got recaptured. Oh, interesting. Interesting, and he gave the city back. Huh. I'm surprised that Gilgamesh gave that city back after he had just captured it. Interesting. Well, he did get out of the two-front war, which is a biggie, which could be problematic for Wang Khan. Now, this city has 60% defenses, so it's going to be very hard to break. But it is now a 1 versus 1 war. And Gilgamesh is going for construction. I mean, I do like Gilgamesh against Wang Khan. Wang Khan has very low production. I mean, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 7 cities, but like so many of these are really junky cities. Like 4 of it, he only has 3 kind of real cities, and then he has 4 fishing villages down here. So I do like Gilgamesh long term in that conflict. Also, this means Genghis Khan will now throw himself at someone else. Let's look at the Diplo matrix here real quick. So Justinian can only declare war. He can't declare war at pleased. So the only ones he can fight are Toku or Wang Khan. And Toku would overwhelmingly be the choice there. Gilgamesh is now friendly with Kathy. That's funny. She really dislikes Wang Khan. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if she would go across the map. Why is she... Oh, wait, no, I'm looking at Gilgamesh. Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong one. I wanted to look at Kathy. Oh, she's friendly. She's pleased or better with everyone, except she doesn't like Wang Khan. But she does have some border tension with Justinian and... So, yeah, the fact that so many people have Justinian's religion means that a lot of them really like each other in this game. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. Apologies. Anyway, Justinian is still he's just staying peaceful. He seems very content. All right, you're in a war. Bismarck. All right, Bismarck is plotting. Who does he dislike the most? Well, he's pleased with a lot of these leaders. He doesn't like Genghis Khan. He doesn't like Toku. I have no idea. He can plot war it pleased. He would most likely be it would most likely be Wang Khan, I think, because he has some border tension with Wang Khan, right? Yeah, they have some border tension, including over here. How does wait? Why is there German culture on this tile? What the heck? What happened here? I must have missed something when that happened. Wang Khan could be in some trouble here. And then Toku is not plotting war, and Kathy is not plotting war. Okay. Well, for right now, we'll watch down here because this is where our one active war is taking place. Bismarck raised that Barb city. Gotcha. That's it. It was a Barb city, and it got raised. And so it technically had German culture for like a fraction of a turn. Technically. Also, this city's going to be under so much cultural pressure. Genghis Khan is definitely going to go to war with someone. He's not just going to sit back and wait and come back. I suspect he'll be hurling himself at somebody real soon. He's just not someone who's likely to wait out a 10-turn and first peace treaty. Okay, so Wang Khan also is going construction. A lot of people are starting to go construction now. Justinian's going to found yet another religion. You know, by Justinian founding all these religions, he's kind of burying the opportunity for anyone else to found a competing religion. Like, he keeps founding the minority religions and then just burying them, which means no one else then has a chance to get a competing religion going. He's building, yeah, hanging gardens. Okay. Yeah, he's just cruising in this game, and he's continuing to spam the missionaries with everybody else. 18 cities now on the shrine. All right, so let's do our overview real quick. GMP, it's Wang Khan and Justinian. I mean, a lot of Justinian, what he has is culture, but the two of them are really looking solid there. Production, Justinian's ahead. Food, Justinian's... Okay, Wang Khan has clearly emerged as one of the top AIs, which really surprises me given his starting position. But I think diplomatically he might be in some trouble here, because I think Bismarck is going to come after him. I could be wrong, but I think he's going to. I also think there's a chance that Genghis Khan goes after him too here. And then culture, okay. In terms of research rate, we can look at this real quick. So Justinian is clearly top. Okay, he's running a deficit right now, so that's a little deceiving, but he is at 122. Gilgamesh is at 43. Bismarck's at 23. Uh-oh. Kathy's at 23. Genghis Khan's at 57. Wow, Genghis Khan, a better research rate than we might have thought. Toku at 8. What? What is Toku doing? And Wang Khan's at 76. What is going on? What? He's at 20%. Why is his economy so bad? What? What is he doing? Well, this does not bode well for Toku. I strongly feel like we're going to see a cataphract swarm run over Toku at some point, because Justinian has a lot of border overlap and they have competing religions, and he is very behind technologically. Whew. I had a request for this. What is this? 8 beakers per turn on turn 100. That is not a good sign, you guys. All right, anyway, I think the most interesting part of the map is still this part right here. Justinian 1, Gilgamesh 2 in terms of the largest civs. Again, it's going to be hard to capture any Wang Khan cities without catapults, but we'll continue to watch this. Of course, it could be Bismarck's going somewhere else. It might not be Wang Khan, for all we know. He could be declaring on... I mean, okay, never mind. He's got his stack up here. So he's not going after Wang Khan. He's going to go after somebody up here. I mean, it could be Justinian, right? Although he is only cautious with Toku, so it's maybe more likely to be Toku. Bismarck, I believe, can declare war at pleased. Well, I mean, somebody's going to get whacked. It's going to be somebody gets whacked. I still think Genghis Khan might be going after... what's his name? Wang Khan too. These stacks are right on the border here. Yeah, I mean, Pyongyang's not going to get captured unless there's catapults on the scene, but there will be catapults on the scene soon. Just keeping an eye on this stack too. See where it goes. Pretty big clash here on the border. All right, there's yet another religion that's presumably just going to get buried. No, it is... Okay, it is Justinian. Wow, okay. All right, Bismarck. Was this a good decision? I'm not so sure about that. Well, it's a lot of units. It is going to take Justinian out of peaceful builder mode. Again, no catapults to drop defenses, so let's look at the graphs here. Yeah, Justinian's only middling in power. Bismarck's a little bit higher than him on the graph. So now the real question is, what is Genghis Khan going to do? Because you know he's plotting war. All right, so Genghis Khan's plotting war against somebody. I suspect that Cathy is the target, but I don't know. We'll see. He's plotting war against someone. I believe he's still in enforced peace with Gilgamesh. Yeah, they still have an enforced peace, so he can't declare war on Gilgamesh. I have no idea where Genghis Khan is going, but he's going to whack somebody here. You know, his economy where he still does not have mysticism, right? Still does not have mysticism, but he does have writing, so his cities were able to pop borders from that. But he does have construction, so... Yep. You think he's after Wang... he might... Actually, there's a good chance he is after Wang Khan, because he's got his stack right here. But in the meantime, let's see what's going on with this Bismarck stack. Does Bismarck manage to take this city? Or can Justinian... I think he does. I don't think there's enough in here. It's a lot of chariots, though. Chariots really... And you guys are right. There it is. Declaring war on Wang Khan. All right. Interestingly enough, this could actually build mutual military struggle between Gilgamesh and Genghis Khan. All right, well, that's not good news for Wang Khan. Let's be clear. So now the only one who's not in a war is Cathy. She's the only one who's not fighting right now. She's definitely one of the weakest AIs. All right, well, yeah, well, that's not going to make things good for Wang. Well, he's got a lot of units in that city. It's going to be hard to capture any territory there. Anyway, let's watch this attack here. I think, I don't know. I think that this probably captures it, but there's a lot of defense. I don't know, 50% defense is tough to break, especially when chariots are involved. They just don't have much attack. Let's see, though. It's a lot of attackers. No, actually, I was wrong. It wasn't even close. I wonder if there were a couple bad dice rolls in there. Okay, no, it wasn't even close. So that whole stack from Bismarck just died and did absolutely nothing. Like, literally just did nothing. Bismarck, Bismarck, Bismarck. What you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Anyway, this stack does not have a catapult in it. Yeah, the just... I guess there were enough spears. I thought it would be closer than that. Those spears just absolutely annihilated those chariots, though. And Bismarck just kept right on sending them in. He was left with one unit standing at the end of that, which then instantly got cleaned up. All right. Who did he ask me to cancel deals with? I think I missed that. That's right. Tokugawa's not in a war either. He could potentially join the fighting. Oh, anyway, where's this stack going? It looks like it's going for Busan over here, not after Pyongyang. There's a lot of watches in there. I mean, Wang Khan for the moment has a lot of units. I'm just not sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. And Genghis Khan, he just keeps building units. He sure doesn't build an economy, but man, does he love to build units. Anyway, so Justinian is researching construction as well. Sure are a lot of horse archers running around. Justinian got great generals on 2 consecutive turns, and he just built the Hanging Gardens. This guy is, I mean, he's kind of lapping the field right now. It's definitely his game to lose at this point, judging by how strong he is right now. It's definitely his game to lose. So if you don't want to see Justinian win, you definitely want to see a dog pile against him. All right. So this was maybe not the greatest decision by Wang Khan, because Genghis Khan just moved his stack into a forest, and then that's when Wang Khan hit the stack while it had the defensive bonus. So now that you don't have a chance to sit and heal up. Can Kashyyyks generate gold? You must be thinking of a different game. They do not generate gold in this game. Must be thinking of a different game. That's definitely not the case in this one. Well, we may have hit our quota on just completely insane games last week with the first game of the season. This game is more going according to plan. The game last week was just so insane. What was it? 8 wars, 9 times that Hammurabi was declared on, and somehow he doesn't die and actually wins the game. It's just crazy. All right. Yeah, I think that Wang Khan had a bad trade there. No, not really. Not really. Although Bismarck's complete getting run over was pretty bad. Oh, this city is not especially well defended, but until Justinian gets some catapults, he's not going to be capturing anything either. And he's building Hagia Sophia and Mausoleum. He might be going for a cultural victory. He has so much culture in his cities. Anyway, I don't expect this city to fall anytime soon, not unless there's catapults on the scene. And neither of these has catapults on the scene yet. Yeah, that attack on Frankfurt didn't do anything. Well, auto-raised Barb City. Unsurprisingly, that one had no food, so it stayed size 1 and got auto-raised. So right now, Pyongyang still seems to be where most of the action is. But as I said, I don't expect anyone to take this city until they can knock the walls down. 60% defense is just a lot. That's a lot of units in there. That's a very well-defended city. When is someone going to build catapults? Both Gilgamesh and Temujin do have catapult. All right, there are a couple of them under construction. Yeah, there's definitely some under construction here. But nothing's going to happen there until someone builds catapults. Justinian has them, and he's starting to build some. So, again, our uncommitted players are... And there's Justinian building another key wonder. Tokugawa, now he's... Okay, he's plotting war, and he's probably plotting against Justinian. He's probably plotting against Justinian. Although, he might be plotting against... Apparently, he hates Bismarck, too. He's actually more annoyed with Bismarck and Wang Khan than he is with... But I still think that the odds are he's probably attacking Justinian. And then how about Kathy? She's not plotting war. She is just flying under the radar, but she's in such a weak position in this game. Anyway, so this is just still a complete mess down here. But here comes some catapults. Slowly moving in. Okay, Justinian, maybe you got to slow down the wonder train at least a little bit. It's a lot of wonders. Is he going to found that? Wait, has the Code of Laws religion been taken yet? Because I don't think it has. I think he's about to found the Code of Laws religion too. Oh man. Okay. Also, ivory. Who has ivory for elephants? Bismarck has. Looks like Bismarck has them. Temujin has them. Gilgamesh has them. Wang Khan does not have them unless someone's trading him some. Oh, someone's trading him some. Okay. He must be getting them from... Who's trading him ivory? So he will be able to build elephants, even though he doesn't actually have them. It's got to be Bismarck. Yep, Bismarck's trading them to him. Okay. I was wondering why he was researching horseback riding, and that has to be why. Of course, Gilgamesh can build them, and so can Genghis Khan. Yeah, anyway. I guess we should continue to watch whatever's going on down here. There's an awful lot of fighting going on. Yep, another religion founded. He's founded he's founded 4 of the 5 religions. He's just burying all these religions, so everyone continues to stay on Team Christian here. Does Justinian ever have a divinity? No, that's right. He's unlikely to go for... That's right. He doesn't have either of the cultural traits, which are creative and philosophical, so he's very unlikely to go... Even if he has like 5 holy cities, he's unlikely to go culture. I think that's right, based on what we know about when the AI goes cultural. So he probably won't do that. All right, there's one catapult making its way in here. Are there any stacks up here? No, this war... Again, Justinian was caught off guard, so he has to build up a stack before he does anything. And he's been busy taking every cultural thing off the tech tree. Now this is the tile you want to be hanging out in. You want to be hanging out here where all the defensive cover is, not here where it's no defensive cover for incoming units. Yeah, I don't know what that was, Gilgamesh. You're not going to have any success here until you knock the walls down, but there are, as I said, there are catapults incoming, so... Slowly making progress there. Now, who actually gets this city is going to be a huge RNG factor. I would say Genghis Khan is probably more likely to get it. There's catapults in this stack, right? Yeah, there's 3 in this stack. So that's a problem for Bismarck. Actually, if he would just attack, he'd capture this city. Kathy got a great profit. Interesting. Although that's... Did he attack that city anyway? Because it looked like some stuff died in... Yeah, there's only 1 archer still alive in there. I think Frankfurt's going to fall here. I don't anticipate that holding out. Yeah, Gilgamesh doesn't really have a stack. He just got... Why is he running around with all these chariots here? I would definitely say Genghis Khan's the favorite to capture this city, Pyongyang, but I think he's going to bombard for at least 1 or 2 more turns. So yeah, Frankfurt's reinforcing, but again, once the defenses are down, it's going to be hard. Justinian just built another shrine. That's the Confucian shrine. Where is Confucianism? Here. Oh, in this same city, he has double shrines now? Alright, now, granted, that second shrine has very little following, but still, if he spreads it around, that could be significant. Oh, Pyongyang's down to 13%. Well, let's see if Genghis Khan... I don't think Genghis Khan is enough to break through. I think there's just too many units in here. I think he's going to attack, but I don't think he has enough. Yeah, he attacked, and he did kill some units, but as I said, he didn't have enough. As a great general dies in combat. That said, Wang Khan, I don't think long-term... I don't think Wang Khan can hold off both of these leaders long-term. 4 or 5... So he only has 7 cities. And he's up against combined like 15 cities or something like that. But he can certainly bleed the attackers for a while. Anyway, I do think that Frankfurt is pretty toast here. I had one horse archer. There was one horse archer left in there. Just barely hanging on. Ah, never mind. Justinian agreed to peace. Okay. So that comes to a conclusion without cities changing hand. That said, if you were hoping that Justinian was going to be dogpiled, he did not get into a dogpile there. Is Toku still plotting war? He is. Well, if he's going after... if he's planning to go after Justinian, that was not good news for... Where is Toku's stack? Toku's stack is down here. So maybe Toku's going after Bismarck. This looks like an obvious spot that he might want to go after. So for the time being, now it's just this 3-way war down here is still the only one ongoing. But as I said, it's looking like Tokugawa is going to declare on Bismarck. And he just did. Called it. Not that that was hard to see coming. You could tell that Toku was... Once you saw Toku's stack was here, it was like, oh yeah, he's going after Bismarck. Alright, war declaration counter. Tick, tick, tick. So, having Bismarck having wasted a lot of units against Justinian. Definitely not going to help. By the way, Kathy's still in such a weak position. I feel like my Kathy first to die pick is a really good pick because Kathy has been such a weak AI in this game. It's just she's managed to dodge aggression the entire game. But I think she was a really good pick for first to die because she's been so weak in this game. Alright, anyway. Well, are there catapults in this deck? No, so they're just going to hurl themselves at the defenders, which consists of 2 galleys. What? I think that they will capture the city. I think there's just too many attackers. So I think Dortmund will fall, but it's going to be at a nasty cost to the attackers. Okay, not on that turn. Not on that turn, at least. Although there's 2 axes left. I feel like the survivors will be able to promote and capture that. What's going on down here, by the way? Alright, Wang Khan cleared his territory, for the most part. Yeah, Genghis Khan lost some more units. Of course, Wang Khan lost some too, but not that many. And Wang Khan is kind of out-researching these other AIs, so it's going to be hard for them to take him over, is because like he's a little bit ahead in tech between these guys. Like, what's Wang Khan? He's at 120 beakers per turn. To Gilgamesh is 97. Genghis Khan 77. Yeah, it's going to be hard. Wang Khan hanging in there. Proven tougher than expected. Like, a lot tougher than expected. I thought he was in real trouble, but he's fighting off this 2v1 pretty well. Helps that he has the elephants, I know, but still. Nobody's been able to punch through and actually take a city off him yet. Alright, oh, and then I guess Bismarck, because he was able to play first, he was able to reinforce this city. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's going to fall now. I thought it would fall the first turn. I'm kind of surprised it didn't fall. But it looks like it's going to hold now. Because with no catapults, that's just a slaughter trying to move in there. That said, there's only 1 unit that gets defensive bonuses here, the axe. Everything else does not, so maybe. Mostly it's just a big old slaughter on both sides. Wang Khan's actually moving on the offensive here. I don't know about that decision. When he's in a 1v2 war, I don't know about that. But he is moving a little stack forward. Yeah, Bismarck has a counter stack, it's true. Yeah, I don't think that city's going to fall anytime soon. Justinian's on civil service, so he's close to having maces. And he's plotting war against somebody. Alright, now Justinian can't declare war on... He can't declare war on anyone he's pleased with. So, I mean, he's going after Toku. It's literally the only person in the game he can declare war on. So does this now mean that Toku is maybe first to die? Well, Not looking good for Toku. Could be a winning move. Yeah, could be a winning move. If he absorbs Toku's territory, it's going to be hard for anyone to beat him. Going to be very hard for anyone to beat him if that happens. Anyway, all right, so more fighting down here at Pyongyang. This little Wang Khan stack that for some reason he's moved up into Gilgamesh's territory is also taking place. By the way, do Gilgamesh and... okay, I was going to say, does he have open borders? Because I was trying to tell if Genghis Khan had to move his units outside of the borders, but no, they're moving through Sumerian territory. Yeah, that attack on Dortmund just completely panned out, and now Toku's units are... Now Toku's in a lot of trouble. He just lost all his units. All right. The latest attack on Pyongyang failed. Not sure if these attacks are really doing a whole lot. And Wang Khan's going to have machinery and probably feudalism soon, which means it's unlikely anyone's going to have any success taking him out. I think Wang Khan has stalled this attack successfully. So just continue to watch here. It's amazing how all these wars are just like canceling each other out constantly, with no one actually getting... No one's even really that close to getting conquered right now, amazingly. Yeah, this city is being sieged down, but there's no way this will ever get captured. Similarly, Bismarck now tried to attack into Japanese territory, and then he got cleaned up as well. So that Wang Khan attack definitely didn't work, to no surprise. Just got completely cleaned up. This whole area is like completely pillaged to death because there's been so many military units moving through. That said, there's not as many units in Pyongyang as there were before, so maybe these attacks are slowly wearing down Wang Khan, maybe? I don't know. Alright, Bismarck's got a counter stack now trying to move in, but the real question is, when does Justinian make his move? Because we know he's plotting war. That stack's not going to do anything. Where is Justinian building his stack? Where is it? Which one of these cities? Here it is, Antioch. So he'll probably move right here, right next to Kyoto. Probably. For some reason, he didn't have metal casting yet either. All right, well, engineering will shred all the horse units of these various sides. So yeah, even though it's a 2v1, Wang Khan just seems to be in control between elephants and... Okay, yet another shrine. Okay. So that war comes to a close. A lot of uneventful wars, right? Anyway, another shrine. Islamic Holy City. Which city is that? I'll just get it off the overview. Islam. Down here. Justinian's just building all the shrines, apparently. 3 gold per turn. Okay, sure. We'll help this city culturally, though. Probably will get control of its first string tile. Oh, maybe not. This city's 10 culture per turn. I don't know. Probably. So once again, we're back to just this war down here on the border that just seems to go on forever. Again, the smartest thing for both leaders, both Gilgamesh and Genghis Khan, the smart thing to do would just be to exit this war and get out of this wasteful fighting instead of banging their heads against Wang Khan continuously. Oh, okay. Well, Genghis Khan can now go back to war with somebody else. Note that he now is pleased towards Gilgamesh. He built up all that mutual military struggle and shared faith. So now he likes Gilgamesh. And Gilgamesh likes him, despite the -3 you declared war on us. He's pleased with him, too. That said, there's no guarantee that Genghis Khan won't just attack him again, because it's, you know, it's Genghis Khan, and who knows what he's going to do. I thought that it would be Gilgamesh who would sign peace first, but it was the other way around. So now it's just a 1v1 between Wang Khan and Gilgamesh. And Gilgamesh wasn't winning when he had the assistance from... Alright, well, there's the war we're waiting for. Literally on the exact tile we were predicting. Well, this is not looking good for old Tokugawa. Not looking good, I'm afraid. Because there's a lot of units there and not a lot in Kyoto. Although he will stop to bombard down the defenses. But still, yeah, not looking great. Not looking great. All right, is Temujin already plotting war again? He sure is. Just have to see who he goes after this time. I have no idea who he's going to go after. How about Bismarck? No. How about Kathy? Nope. She's just flying under the radar in this game. All right. Yeah, for right now, this seems to, again, still just be a stalemate. If we're curious about power... Justinian... Okay, there's Justinian and there's everybody else. And that's kind of... Yeah. There's Justinian and there's everyone else. Yeah, he's pretty far ahead in power. So we'll put the camera up here. Oh, he's got a second stack moving on Osaka. Jeez. Okay. Jeez, he's got another... Okay, he's going after 2 cities at once up here. Oh, man. I think he's strong enough to siege 2 major cities at the same time. Yeah, I don't think those chariots are going to do much against the war elephants. That seems like it's not likely to work. For the moment, there's nothing going on this border. Yeah, not much going on over here for the time being. Too bad for Gilgamesh that he gave this city back. He'd be like a whole city up if he had given that one back. Definitely helping Genghis Khan a good bit. All right, well, I expect that at least some of these... I think that Kyoto's going to fall here. It has like 1 unit left in it. No, it has 4 units left in it. But there's enough attackers that I would expect that to fall. Then Osaka has not been attacked yet, but its defenses are gone. Oh my god, he just took both cities on the same turn. Holy moly. Well, if you thought Toku was going to hold on, those are literally the first 2 cities. Oh, and he also built the Statue of Zeus too. Okay. Yeah, this is getting a little out of control at this point. Not looking good for Toku. He just literally lost the core of his empire in a single turn. Not looking good. Not looking good. So I am hoping now that... Oh, Kyoto got recaptured back. Wait, what? Oh, and Gilgamesh and Wang Khan made peace. Okay, well, one of those cities did get captured back. Because I guess it was like just barely captured. But that's it. The city just lost all its infrastructure. Okay, so now Gilgamesh and Wang Khan, the forever war down there, is over. Gilgamesh is actually not in a war for the first time in like 1 billion years now. All right. Now I really do wonder who Gilgamesh will go after next. Anyway, we have a lot of people out of wars right now. Because we just have Justinian and Tokugawa in a war, and everybody else is not in a war. So, like, Gilgamesh, the only one he really doesn't like is Wang Khan. Pretty much it. Bismarck really hates Toku. Yeah, Toku's pretty cooked. Goose is pretty cooked like this. Look at this, -2, and yet pleased at -2 for Kathy. That's wild. Yeah, Genghis Khan kind of likes everybody, except he doesn't like Toku and Wang Khan. But he kind of likes most of these leaders. Where is he building his stack? Just out of curiosity. Because you know he's got a huge stack somewhere. Oh, it's on his northern border, I think. Where is he building his big stack? He's got to have a big one somewhere. You know, it's... I don't know. I don't know where he is this big. Maybe it's already on the move somewhere. Well, we'll find out soon enough who he's going to attack. So anyway, Wang Khan finally got out of a war too. Yeah, this would be smart to build the Colossus. Would have built that a long time ago, I think, if it hadn't been for all the warring. Unless Kathy's already on it. No. All right, well, anyway, we only have 1 active war right now, so we might as well follow that. I don't think that Tokugawa can match Justinian very well at all. Justinian's researching music. Now, Justinian's close to hitting cataphracts. Yeah, all he needs is guilds, machinery guilds. And he's gonna have to go there soonish because he's kind of researched everything else in this era. We can agree to the... Oh wait, did Genghis Khan... Wait, where's Genghis Khan going? Did he just declare war? Genghis Khan declared war on Tokugawa. I missed it. There he is. I missed it. There it is. Okay. I was like, where is his stack? I was like, he has to have a big stack somewhere, and I couldn't find it anywhere in his territory. I was like, is he already like halfway across the map attacking someone? And the answer is yes. Yes, he was already halfway across the map attacking somebody. Okay. Poor Toku. Genghis Khan's like, no, I'm gonna run all the way across the map just to go attack you because I hate you that much. Oh, I didn't even realize that city was under attack. Okay. The problem for Temujin, though, is even if he captures this city, I mean, it's going to be completely surrounded by Byzantine culture, so it's not like it's going to do anything for him. I mean, this city already has... This city's about to hit 500 culture, so where's the 500 culture boundaries? Here's 20, 40, 60. Like, the borders will stretch out to here, here, here. So, like, it's not like he can do anything with this city, even if he captures it. Which it looks like he's probably going to. It's a rather large stack here. He didn't actually attack yet. So the most likely result is he's just going to throw away a humongous number of units just to help Justinian make his conquest easier. Which, you know, is maybe not the best plan. He may have also just teed another wonder for Justinian. Okay, buddy, seriously. Like, calm down. Parthenon, the Great Library. Just going to build all the wonders. He may have just teed this up for Justinian. No, I think Temujin still captures this, but we'll see. Oh, wow, he really left this city with, like, nothing still alive. And there's yet another... There's the 5th religion of the game being founded by Justinian. Just got the philosophy religion, too. By the way, it's very close for second place between these various leaders. It's quite close here. As you see, belatedly... much needed infrastructure on the part of Wang Khan and Gilgamesh down here. I don't suppose any of these guys are eager to go back to war. Alright, well, he's plotting war. Or no, he's not, actually. Even though it looked like he was. And he's not. Okay, how about Kathy? Is she ever going to do something? Kathy is playing a very un-Kathy-like game. Not really doing much. Now, I think that Temujin may have inadvertently teed this city up for Justinian to capture. I'm just not sure if he has enough hitters. He has 1, 2, 3. No, he doesn't have enough hitters to kill the defenders. There's enough units in there that the Mongols should get this. There it goes. It cost them a lot of their stack to do it, but they did capture the city. So now they've got a capital on the other side of the world, for what that's worth. Any wonders in there, just out of curiosity? No. 3 military instructors, though, and an academy. Yeah, we can look at the power graphs. That definitely cost Temujin some units to do that. I mean, it's not like he has an economy or anything. So he's starting to hit the point at which he's... Temujin, I mean, he's starting to hit the point at which he's falling really far behind. Yeah, oh wow, Justinian lost a lot of units. He lost a lot of units in that attack, but then Toku got it even worse. So, yeah. Kathy just playing not to lose. True, she had a rough start, for sure. I think she has the weakest start on this map. All right, Gilgamesh putting the Colossus is a help for him. It's definitely going to help his economy. We'll check in on... Let's check in on all the stats in a post-Toku world, because I suspect he is not long for this world. All right, most advanced. I should have looked at the most advanced civs list for a little bit longer. All right, where is Justinian? I guess Justinian had to rebuild his forces. He doesn't seem to have a big stack running around. Maybe Genghis Khan will get some more territory up here. I don't know. I wasn't thinking he'd get much out of this. Justinian just pieced out for a city. That's what... He also got Sistine Chapel. All right. Pieced out in exchange for a city. I don't hate that for him, but I would have liked it more if he'd been able to get at least one of these 2 cities. Still, he got a lot of the prizes. Maybe, we'll see. Genghis Khan... I mean, this city is going to be so culturally crushed. I wouldn't be shocked if this gets gifted over. I guess technically there's no Byzantine culture on this tile just yet. 20, 40, but it's very, very surrounded by Byzantine cities. Still, I mean, Genghis Khan might be able to take like these 3 cities, and then he'd have like a little mini empire over here. So anyway, still a pretty close game, aside from Justinian being in a strong position. All right, Justinian's on machinery. Is he finally going guilds as a result of this? Nope, nope, he's going to engineering. Okay. So he definitely did not rush to knights for his cataphracts. He's kind of been ignoring that and going for everything else instead. But it's very close on who's in second place right now. Like, very, very close. Meanwhile, Genghis Khan, who his teching is not the best. Yeah, I mean, he's doing the opposite. He's rushing to all the military techs, but he's ignored the top of the tree. He doesn't have code of laws. I guess it's not as bad in this game as it is in other games. Some other games he's really, really bad. His economy is better in this one. Although I still wouldn't say it's good. Does he have enough to take... He might not... I don't know if he has enough hitters in this deck either. He's pretty heavy on catapults here. He'll take down the defenses, but I don't know if he has enough to actually kill all the defenders. I guess we'll see. I mean, he has more units over here. There's always more units when it comes to someone like Genghis Khan. He never stops building them. Yeah. Didn't have quite enough over here. Now he's moving for... As Justinian has built, like, literally every single wonder in this game. Let me see the wonder list just out of curiosity. All right. So Great Wall, so Stonehenge, Korea, Great Wall, Sumeria. All right, after this, Oracle, Temple of Artemis, Christian Shrine, Great Lighthouse Pyramids do not go to him. Hanging Gardens, Mausoleum, Hagia Sophia, Confucian Shrine, Islamic Shrine, Statue of Zeus, Sredigan Paya, Great Library, Parthenon, not the Colossus, Sistine Chapel, Chichen Itza. I mean, that's like fully 2/3 of the wonders, if not more, are in his cities. Pretty wild. It's a lot of wonders. A lot of wonders. Now I think Satsuma might be more likely to be the next one to fall. Because this city is holding... This city clearly is held out down here. It's like the... And University of Sankor, which is really good because he has 1 billion religious buildings. So, yeah, he's got the Sistine plus Sankor combo. Now he just needs the Spiral Minaret to complete it, which it's probably worthwhile for him to build because he has so many of these. All right, meanwhile, what's Gilgamesh up to? He plotting war? Nope, apparently not. Apparently he's just happy hanging out here. Cathy's not. Bismarck, is he going back to war? Nope. Everybody seems content for the moment. Justinian. No, he seems content too, just to hang out for right now. So unfortunately for Genghis Khan, Kyoto's starved down to size 1 because it literally can't work any tile. I guess it can work 1 tile. So this attack looks like it came up short. Maybe, I don't know. I guess he's still keeping it going. This attack up here I think is going to have more success because there's less defending Satsuma. I suspect that city's going to fall. So Genghis Khan continues sending all of his units across the map to fight this opponent literally on the other side of the world. Yeah, I think he'll get this one. And this city, 20 or 24. All right, yeah, I mean, these cities won't culture flip, but they're not going to control very many tiles because Justinian has such strong culture. Justinian's going to have, yeah, I guess this stack did get wiped more or less. Oh, there's still a couple units here, and there's not much in Tokyo. But I think Satsuma's going to fall. All right, they both fell in the same turn, and that's it for Toko. He's only got 2 cities left. He's very done at this point. Wouldn't say Toku played a very good game. How many of you had Genghis Khan going completely across the map to kill Tokugawa? Because I did not have that on my on my expectations for this game. Didn't see that. Yeah, Justinian's, he's going to have every holy city, you're right. He's going to have all 7 holy cities. Is that enough to cause him to go culture if he has all 7 holy cities? He might actually go culture if he has all 7 holy cities. One of you were like, I expected he did go. Would it go? He has. Oh, okay. Wang Khan gonna snipe one. Okay, Wang Khan sure. Said he has like 4. He's like 1 in 5 to 1 in 7 chances. Okay, Wang Khan. That's one way to get the war declaration counter up 1 higher. I guess he'll get 1 city out of it that's gonna then be swamped by enemy culture. Wouldn't it be funny if Wang Khan got the kill credit? That would just be like the most Wang Khan thing, is if Wang Khan would get the kill credit against Tokugawa after all this. All right, so yeah, Toku not long for this world. One city left. Guess we didn't have to worry about the... And that is the last religion, so... It actually popped up in this city. So Justinian has all 7 holy cities. That's wild. I gotta screenshot that. He controls all 7 holy cities. Insane. That just does not happen very often, ever. No divine wind to save Japan. No, not this time. I can't see it happening. All right, so who's going to get the kill credit? I'm assuming it's going to be Genghis Khan, but... I mean, if he's too slow... Maybe Wang Khan gets up here. Justinian is on guilds now, as he builds Notre Dame for yet another wonder. What is this? Look at this city. What is this? Where did Wang Khan's stack go? Oh, here it is. It's moving up slowly. That city's not going to last long enough. I can't imagine for Wang Khan to get the kill credit steal. I guess we'll see. I don't think it's going to last long enough, though. I think it just falls on this turn. Oh, well. All right, so Wang Khan is on this tile next to the city. Now, here's the problem, though. Genghis Khan moves before him in turn order, so Genghis Khan's going to move and capture this, and then Wang Khan's going to be 1 turn too slow. If he'd been 1 turn faster, though, he actually could have sniped this city, which would have been hilarious. But no, it's going to go to Genghis Khan. All right, so we have our first elimination. All right, so first one down. All right, let's start writing getting all our stuff done. Here we go. All right, so first up, Tokugawa is first eliminated, is the first to die. So congrats to those who had him as first to die. I don't think he's going to be most likely to be first to die. I just think he's isolated enough that he's a somewhat unlikely target to be first to die. But it certainly didn't happen in this game. So this is on turn 173. Game. Well, I must apparently have caps lock on. Game 2, turn 173, excuse me. And our kill credit goes to Genghis Khan, who's very much in this game as a contender. All right, first eliminated. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of Tokugawas here as far as winner goes. How many people had Toku as first to die? Oh wow, only 90. That's only 18 people out of 320 or so had that. So that's not exactly a lot of people picking that. All right, and then the fantasy contest. So Tokugawa, I'm going to say not a high bid. Yeah, not a huge bid here for Oops. I think Oops is probably pretty happy scoring 2 points there. And then Grillo has Genghis Khan and just scores a point for the kill in the very early going for our fantasy contest. All right, back now to the main event. I'll minimize that. Okay. No. Close that window. Okay, there we go. Excel, exciting. Yeah, I know, right? Well, we got to update all of our standings for the contest. All right, let's advance. Let's do turn 175. We'll do our overview and take a look at where things stand. It's a pretty close game in terms of second place. Pretty close right now. Justinian did just trigger a golden age. I guess he won't. So that's going to throw off some of the demo comparisons. He does have cataphracts on the field now. I know Link Mario Samus has always liked the zoom in on the map. There he is. All right, overview. 175 turns into the game. So Justinian's going to be pretty far out in front in most of these. You kind of have everybody else close, and then Justinian's racing out in front of the field. GMP, I mean, he's in a golden age, but even when he wasn't in a golden age, he was up here. Again, some of it's culture, but it's not all culture. All right, yeah, the golden age always inflates production. But he's out in front in food, too. And, you know, power is the one place that's close. Power's still pretty... Everybody's still pretty tightly bunched in terms of power here. So that's the one thing. And then his culture. He culture bombed somewhere. Where did he culture bomb? I can't tell because he has enough cities that are... Was it Osaka? No, it's not here. Oh, he culture... it's this city, Antioch. He culture bombed this one. Yeah, this is the one he culture bombed. Well, it certainly gave him control of this whole area. Yeah, I mean, he's got the whole border area under his control. Remember when this city controlled, like... Antioch originally controlled, like, 5 of its own tiles. He also has all 7 holy cities, if you're just joining us. He has all 7 holy cities. He founded 6 of the 7 religions, and then he captured the 7th one, which Tokugawa founded, which is wild. In terms of research, so he's at 380. Now he's in a golden age, so keep that in mind. Gilgamesh is very competitive at 286. Bismarck 241. Catherine 280. Okay, Kathy right there too. Genghis Khan a much lower 154 because his econ is bad. And then Wang Khan is hanging in there at 210. So I would say Gilgamesh is it, and what was it, Gilgamesh and Kathy? Somewhat very surprising Kathy. Although she is running a deficit, so that's not entirely fair. She's running a fail gold deficit. Oh, she has a ton of fail gold from something. Or she used a great merchant, one of the two. So that's kind of where we stand. In terms of tech, everybody's pretty bunched. In terms of diplomacy now, everybody has the same religion, so it's pretty much a big love fest out there. There's actually a tremendous number of friendly. Kathy is friendly with every single person in the game. I don't know that I've ever seen that in an AI game. Not when there's this many AIs. 6 AIs, she's friendly with all 6 of them. That's crazy. So Wang Khan still does not like Temujin. That's about the only real anger I see here. Justinian can't declare war at please, so he won't fight anybody. I mean, Gilgamesh is pleased with basic, or he's friendly with everyone except Wang Khan, so he's unlikely to declare war. We might be in for a spate of peace for a while here, you guys. Just when everyone in the game is the same religion. So here's the Christianity. Here's Christianity. I mean, like almost every city in the world is running Christianity because Justinian's been very diligent about spreading it. He has 29 cities that have his religion right now. Russia is the real observer civs. Yeah, so I mean, we'll do a quick check-in, but like, he's all redded out, but it's not because we have enough on our hands. It's because he loves everybody in the game. Yeah, everybody likes one another, so he's not plotting war. Genghis Khan's the only one I would think. Yeah, he's not currently. We might be in for a peaceful... We might be in for some peace here, you guys, because everybody likes it. Everybody likes everybody else right now. So we'll try to... Now, what will happen eventually is we'll hit the point where people have... free religion, and then they'll drop out of the shared religion. But for right now, everybody likes one another, so... You think Genghis Khan were declares Wang Khan? Was that the one? Maybe. I mean, maybe. Okay, so he can declare war at pleased, and he is only cautious with Wang Khan. So I agree. Genghis Khan is probably the most likely one to start a war, so we'll just check in with him periodically. But if there's no conflicts going on, we can just next turn this pretty quickly for a while here. I'm just watching here because this is the most recent region conquered. I will say a long period of peace is probably really bad for Genghis Khan because he's going to get out-teched by everybody else. So if everybody else is just peaceful for... Well, that didn't take long. Okay. Going to war with Kathy. Wow, that did not take long. Okay, I thought we might have a little bit more peace than that. Okay. Well, Kathy, where is the main Temujin stack? How did that... Did that cause other people to start disliking Temujin? It dropped Bismarck down to cautious. Wang Khan also still doesn't like him either. So this is something that tends to happen with Temujin is he just fights too many wars and he makes too many enemies. So, I mean, it is possible he maybe just runs over Kathy here. But it's also possible that he sets up a dogpile on himself. He is a lot stronger than Kathy, so maybe he just runs over her real fast. But he also could be getting himself into some trouble. I'm just saying, it's not a total slam dunk. Now, where is his army? I don't even see his army anywhere in Kathy's territory, so I think it's all mostly in Wang Khan's former, or in Tokugawa's former territory, I think. I thought we might have a long period of peace, then I forgot we have Genghis Khan in this game. Apparently Kathy's trying to attack here, but without catapults, that's not going to do anything. Is this a... No, that's just a minor size stack. All right, again, so again, who's most likely to enter this war? Wang Khan and Bismarck? Nope. And Bismarck, just out of curiosity, who somehow has made it up to third place in score, surprisingly. All right, so again, I know that there's huge Mongol stacks somewhere, but for some reason he declared war with... Are they still stuck over here? Does he not have open borders with someone? He doesn't have open borders with Wang Khan, but that doesn't affect him. Like, where are all the units? Are they still marching? Oh, here it is. Here's his big stack here. Or one of his big stacks here. Still slowly making its way back. Again, a lot of these people are also propped up in relations by hereditary rule, which will... They're going to drop out of eventually. Gilgamesh, I mean... He can only declare war against Bismarck or Wang Khan, and I don't think he's planning that. No, he's not plotting war right now. Again, when there's that many happy faces on the Diplo screen, you generally don't see a lot of wars. Kathy has castles, though, so she can drag... I mean, she can't win, but she can drag this out for a while. Oh, there's the spiral minaret. There's the full religious build, the full monk power. Spiral minaret, Sankor, and Sistine. How close is... I mean, if he wanted to go for a cultural victory, he could do it pretty easily. I don't know if that's what he wants, though. Still watching this stack slowly trickle its way across the map. Well, Justinian is finally out of his golden age. Wait, what? Kathy captured a... Wait, what? That wasn't supposed to happen. I mean, that's going to get recaptured back, but still, what the heck? Temujin, what are you doing? I mean, that still wiped out all the infrastructure in this city. Now it's going to have to be rebuilt, and it like zeroes out the culture. Kathy should never be taking a city off you. What are you doing? Also, Genghis Khan is really starting to fall behind in tech now. I mean, that city Samarkand is 100% going to get recaptured, but still. Anyway. Gilgamesh is on military tradition. So, as soon as he gets gunpowder, he'll have cuirassiers. Anyway, that city is 100% getting recaptured, but still. That was really dumb to have that city. And it lost pop, it lost buildings. Like, yeah, it's just not good. Gilgamesh Golden Age. Wait, where's... Oh, that was the city. I was like, wait, which city of Kathy's got retaken? Now, here's one of the main stacks coming over here. And that city, Yaroslavl, is not going to be able to hold out. That will get taken in time. At least this gives us something to watch while in this otherwise very peaceful period of the game. But like the problem for Genghis Khan is he's going to be stuck on medieval units long after everybody else has rifles, is the problem. So not a lot going on right now. Can we please get graphs and turn 200 even at war? For right now, we're just curious about power. Yeah, Genghis Khan actually lost quite a bit. He actually lost a fairly decent sized stack of units there. Gilgamesh built Versailles. Okay, that does not seem like a very useful wonder for him. As Justinian continues going through the tech tree. He's about to finish Taj Mahal, and then he'll get a Mausoleum Golden Age. The extra enhanced time from being in Golden Age there. So again, just checking in periodically with, do people dislike... Still have nothing to gain? And then Bismarck was the other one? Nope. No one else seems particularly inclined to intervene on this war. So this does give Genghis Khan a chance to get some more territory. Hey, hi David. I'm glad you're able to catch the stream live. Yeah, there's the Taj Golden Age finishing. Does Kathy have gunpowder? I don't think that she does. She's pretty behind technologically too. No, she's actually quite a... She needs several more techs, so she's not going to get to that. Again, Kathy will die here if nothing intervenes here. I'm actually surprised that she's gone this long without losing a city. I guess that's just because she was able to get castles and drag this out. Gilgamesh's golden age has come to a close. Yeah, Gilgamesh has been stuck in this corner. He has not been able to break out yet, for better or for worse. Also, note that Kyoto is already experiencing revolts. This is almost certainly going to flip to Justinian at some point. He's already gotten one revolt, so every turn now it's another 6% odds for another revolt. So, you know, the odds of another revolt happening in like the next 25 turns are very high, because he only needs one more revolt and then this city culture flips over to Justinian. Also, Justinian slapped cities down up here. Okay, kind of missed that. Apparently, he wanted to grab more of the Arctic, which means he's going to put even more culture pressure on this. Poor Genghis Khan. At least the stuff he gets from Cat. Well, no, I was gonna say the stuff he gets from Cathy he'll be able to hold, but no, like this city has 1,100 culture. That means the borders extend 20, 40, 60. It's gonna extend out to here. This city's gonna be useless. It's just gonna go over to Justinian. It's gonna be a completely useless capture. It's just gonna help Justinian by taking that city. Oh boy. Poor Genghis Khan, even when he conquers things militarily, it doesn't help him because he just has no culture. As he runs around constantly fighting everyone. Justinian's not even that far off rifling now. Yeah. So again, it gets taken by Genghis Khan, but Justinian signs a defensive pact with Gilgamesh. Oh, that's interesting. If anyone ever were to declare war on Gilgamesh, now I don't know that someone would, but if someone did, who doesn't like Gilgamesh? For better or for worse, everybody likes him, so it's unlikely. I mean, I guess Wang Khan and Bismarck, they can both plot it pleased, right? I know Bismarck can plot it pleased. I don't know if Wang Khan can. If one of them were to declare war on Gilgamesh, that would be pretty funny. Genghis Khan could do it too. He won't do it while he's in a war. No, Wang Khan cannot? Okay. So he won't declare at pleased. Okay, well that means Wang Khan can't declare on anyone then, because he's current. Oh no, he doesn't like Genghis Khan. There's still the possibility of him going after Genghis Khan. He doesn't seem too eager at the moment. Just trying to check periodically to see if anyone else wants to join these conflicts, but so far everybody seems very content just to tech up and stay peaceful. All right, now the Byzantine borders will expand and swallow up Yaroslavl. Yep, there it is. So now it's 0% Mongol, 36% Byzantine. This city will probably get gifted to Justinian sooner or later. How about in here at Kyoto? Still 6% chance every turn that that's going to flop. No, Wang Khan's not going to get liberalism. I thought it was already taken by Justinian earlier. Did he not take liberalism? No, he didn't take liberalism. You're right. He took corporation. You're right. He is going to get the liberalism prize. No one else is particularly close. Also, we're starting to see humongous disparities in tech between some of these leaders. Yeah, Wang Khan's going to get it. I wonder what it'll take. I guess we'll find out next turn. Or in 3 turns, excuse me. So yeah, still a peaceful game. Still not that much going on aside that Cathy's dying here. Novgorod should be held. Like, this city does not have as much Byzantine cultural pressure on it. It's just Yaroslavl can't be held. All right, and we're 200 in. Is Genghis Khan secretly working for is he secretly working for Justinian? I mean, it feels like that sometimes, right? But yeah, I mean, basically everybody, like, the game's just very peaceful because everybody has the same religion. Now, again, we are getting closer to free religion time, and people will start dropping out of hereditary rule. And that's the thing. It's the hereditary rule that everybody's running is boosting civics, and then shared religion is boosting everybody's favor. So we should see some more conflict before it's over. Again, the graphs are just heavily in Justinian's. Well, Temujin's actually losing a decent number of units here. He is building them and losing them, whereas like the other AIs are just pushing research. So if you're curious about where everybody is in the tech tree, so here's Justinian. He's the tech leader. He just researched up to democracy. He pretty much has to pick up military stuff next. We'll see where he goes, but he still needs military tradition, gunpowder, and rifling. He's actually lucky he didn't get attacked or was in a vulnerable position because he skipped all the military techs for right now. All right, Gilgamesh is definitely further behind. He picked up military tradition, but he doesn't have gunpowder, so that doesn't make any sense. And now he's going for economics. Justinian already has economics, so the great merchant's out of play. Bismarck did the same thing, except he does have gunpowder, but he skipped some of these techs back here. Whereas Gilgamesh has education, which is a useful tech because you want to build those universities. Kathy is pretty far behind. She has all the medieval techs and then nothing more than that. And then Genghis Khan has gone all the way up to gunpowder, but then he's also missing alphabet and he's missing music and philosophy. And then Wang Khan is behind Justinian, but he's kind of comparable with Bismarck and Gilgamesh, I'd say. And he is going to get the free tech. I wonder if he'll take astronomy. I guess we're going to find out. Okay. So yeah, still just the only conflict is still just this siege of Novgorod going on right now. Justinian is #1 for most cultured. Kathy's actually 3. That's insane that she's 3rd, considering her position in this game. Yeah, she's hanging in there. She's putting up a good fight. As I said, lasting longer than I thought. All right, what did Wang Khan take with liberalism? Just out of curiosity. I would guess that he took astronomy. He did take astronomy. Okay. Probably the best choice he could have made there. All right, the Observer Civ has discovered bronze working. On to ironworking. Only 338 more turns. Genghis Khan's golden age has begun. Okay. Kyoto's still hanging in there for right now. Still has the 5% chance to flip every single turn. All right. Diplomacy, still more or less the same. Still more or less the same. Still a lot of friendly faces. Though Bismarck did slip down to cautious with him. But he's not plotting war. And Wang Khan, the one who's annoyed, is also not plotting war. So everybody just seems content to sit back and build. Justinian's about to get rifles as this slow conquest takes place. Gilgamesh has had like a modest lead over Bismarck the whole time in terms of the race for second, but it's been close. Looks like he just... Oh wait, no, he's in a gold. I was going to say he just wasted a turn of anarchy, but he's in a golden age, so he was able to avoid that. Anyway, Novgorod is going to get captured here. Yaroslavl still has not gone back. It's not been handed over yet. It also has a chance of revolting if Genghis Khan doesn't hand it over. Somehow this city of Novgorod has not been captured yet. I don't know how, but it is going to fall on the next turn. There's yet another great prophet. Justinian can build another shrine. And go ahead and build another shrine. But Novgorod should fall this turn. Oh, no, never mind. Still hanging in there for another turn. Genghis Khan has certainly thrown a lot of units. Yeah, he has some war weariness, although not enough to really be that noteworthy. All right, does this city finally get a chance to work a tile so it can stop frantically starving down to size 1? 7% odds to revolt. Kyoto still hasn't revolted yet. So it has that 5% odds each turn. All right. So this city actually should be useful for Genghis Khan to hold. Now he can slowly start the process of going after the next one. But yeah, everybody's staying out of free religion. Everybody continuing. I mean, someone would probably be in free religion, except that Justinian also built Shwedagon Paya, so that denied the opportunity for anyone to go into Shwedagon Paya. This has just really been a dominant show by Justinian in this game. I'm hoping that Gilgamesh can get second because I would get half points for having Gilgamesh first, Justinian second. If Bismarck is second, like I don't get any points. All right, we're just continuing onwards. Very peaceful game, so we might as well... Well, outside of... I mean, I say very peaceful game. We've actually had quite a few war declarations. It's just everybody loves it. There's so many friendly faces on the interface right now. Interesting that Genghis Khan has dropped down to cautious with Justinian. Oh boy, that could be an issue. That could be trouble later on. Justinian still likes him though, right? Yeah, Justinian is still pleased with him, but if he ever drops out of shared faith, if anyone ever goes free religion in this game, it's going to get a little more interesting. Statue, oh my god, he's already finished Statue of Liberty. He is just flying through the tech tree in this game. Looking less likely like looking like less of a domination victory though. Yeah, so Justinian has rifle. I mean, if Justinian were to fight anyone now with his rifles, he'd just tear right through him. But yeah, still just the one war, and then again, that defensive pact that'll expire in time. But like, if anyone were to declare war on Gilgamesh, that would have been really interesting. Bismarck could. Where's Gilgamesh? No, actually, no. I mean, the only one who could would be. Actually, the only one who could declare war on Gilgamesh would be Genghis Khan. So that's not going to happen. He's already in a war right now. So just on we go. We just continue to have Kathy very slowly dying here. Poor Yaroslav. All right, Yaroslav already had one revolt. See, it just had a revolt, so a second one means it flips to Justinian. It already had one revolt. Kyoto, wait. Kyoto's revolting again? I thought it already had a revolt. Isn't that the second one? It should have flipped, right? Am I crazy? I thought that it flipped on the second revolt. I don't know. I still think that these cities might go over to Justinian at some point. If not, unfortunately for Temujin, they're just useless cities. And yes, Wang Kong did get astronomy from liberalism. Yeah, spaceships starting to look more likely just with how fast Justinian's going through the tech tree. I mean, he could go for culture too, but his traits mean that he like basically never goes for culture. All right, so St. Petersburg captured. This one should be relatively safe from Justinian's culture. Actually, the remainder of the cities should be relatively safe. They won't have a lot of tiles to work, but they shouldn't be at risk of flipping. So Kathy just continuing to die very slowly here. Put up a decent fight, but she just doesn't have enough to compete, unfortunately for her. All right, Gilgamesh is now picking up rifles as well, if he would ever get into a war. Oh, Bismarck just declared war on him. Okay. Well, that's interesting. All right. So this is interesting because Bismarck is very close with Gilgamesh for second place right now. If, and this is a big if Bismarck could pick up some territory in this war, he might be able to catch up to Gilgamesh for second place. So that's a real possibility here. Let's see. So in terms of the diplomacy, did that swing anyone's opinions of Bismarck here? Not really. Everybody's still... Although Gilgamesh did drop down to pleased, and we know Gilgamesh can plot war at pleased. So he could potentially go to war with him if he wanted to. He does have enough on our hands right now, so that's interesting. Also could be plotting war with Wang Khan, and that's probably the more likely scenario. Does Wang Khan have... How close is Wang Khan to rifles? Because Gilgamesh is about to get rifling tech. He's only a couple turns away. What is Wang Khan doing in terms of the same thing? Okay, Wang Khan is on the democracy route, so and he actually does not have gunpowder or military tradition. So there's some danger here because Gilgamesh is going to have rifles very soon. That's assuming he's plotting for Wang Khan, which is not guaranteed. Anyway, Bismarck, I'm a little surprised. What do the power graphs look like again? I think I just checked that, but... All right, yeah, Bismarck is actually fairly... He's actually higher than Temujin right now. Okay. All right, I didn't see that coming. Okay. Well, this makes things more interesting. Could Wang Khan join in? Well, he really doesn't like Genghis Khan, so maybe. But he is not currently plotting war. So, yeah, I mean, Gilgamesh, I don't know. There's a lot of ways things could go here. Anyway, that's going to help Kathy. She should get maybe a temporary reprieve. I guess we'll see. Where was Gilgamesh? Here we go. Obviously, if Bismarck were to capture this city, it would be swallowed up by... Oh, he's attacking up here. What the... This city got captured again? Okay. This poor city. Bismarck had... I mean, he didn't have a lot of units up here, but he had some. Now, in terms of the units they're fielding, so Bismarck does have cuirassiers. I saw them running around. And... Oh, he has military. So he has grenadiers as well. Cuirassiers and grenadiers, as opposed to Genghis Khan, who is about to have grenadiers, but as you can see, is very, very, very far away from rifles. So he really... Always predicted, always happens, Genghis Khan falling behind in tech is now very much online because he's starting to get outclassed unit-wise. That's right, Bismarck has cannons too, you're right. He has cannons and he has grenadier. He doesn't have rifles, he's not especially close to rifles, but the cannons and grenadiers are pretty nice. All right, anyway. So, yeah, there's a bunch of knights still attacking up here, but if you're Genghis Khan, you might want to worry about this threat to your flank down here, because, yeah, that just got captured. And I think that Bismarck's culture controls this tile, right? Oh, it actually has more Sumerian culture on it. Interesting. Wait, 20, 40, 60, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, actually, this is going to be in Sumerian control here. Not by a lot, but it will be in Sumerian control. And Gilgamesh is 3 turns away from rifling. If Gilgamesh is smart, he waits, upgrades his units with rifles, and then after that, he attacks whoever it is he's plotting to attack. Meanwhile, Justinian's like, la-di-da-di-da, I'm just going to continue teching up here while you guys fight it out. But it's a good race for second. Oh, wait, what the? That was captured by the Germans and then captured back again? Okay. Again, they can't hold it. And the AI never raises cities. So it was captured and then captured back again. Poor Genghis Khan. He just makes so many enemies. Always makes too many enemies in these games. All right, well, Bismarck is kind of rolling through him right now. Again, the Grenadiers are pretty strong with the Cuirassiers. Kind of getting rolled up on. Where's Old Sarai? Oh, wow, yeah. Okay, so Yaroslavl did, in fact, it was either gifted or just outright culture flipped over to Justinian, unsurprisingly. Yeah, Genghis Khan may actually be the next one eliminated right now. If you're wondering why I'm refreshing the map, it's so if the map's refreshed, we'll get the city was captured by X messages. Yeah, wow. All right. Well, Bismarck is certainly making a claim for second place status here by capturing these cities because he's going to be gaining territory and gaining pop, which is going to increase his spot on the scoreboard. Some of these are going to be grabbed up by Sumerian culture, but not all of them. Like Old Sarai is outside the borders of Sumerian culture. This one is going to be tough to hold on to. But maybe. New Sarai, though, no. New Sarai will be completely swallowed up by... I mean, it doesn't even control its tiles right now. So anyway, Kathy's going to hang in here for the time being. Well, there goes all the defenses of New Sarai. And Gilgamesh has, in fact, hit rifling tech, so he can upgrade now. He's actually lowered the science slider to upgrade. Yeah, you can see his expenses are 83. He's running 90% gold, so he can upgrade units to cavalry and rifles. All right, this city is going to fall. And like I said, this city cannot be held long term. So Bismarck, Genghis Khan, for all that he's been an exciting leader in this game, he's almost dead already. His core is falling apart here. It's a good move by Bismarck to potentially try and get into that second place spot. So like I said, Gilgamesh is going to have to respond in turn if he wants to take that second place spot. He's going to have to take some territory of his own. If his target is Wang Khan is all still medieval, so he actually would have a lot of success if he did go after Wang Khan. Anyway, yeah, I mean, right now, Temujin's just completely falling apart. Yeah, wow. Remember how he was like the strongest AI for so long in terms of power? He just kind of stagnated and the other AIs have started passing him. Yeah, oh well, here's Gilgamesh. Look who just got rifling. Yeah, Gilgamesh has been so flat in terms of power for ages, but now he is building up. So he's going to hit somebody, and if he's smart, he'll probably smash through Wang Khan before Wang can get to rifles. But yeah, it's looking ugly now. Oh boy, this conquest is going... I did not think this conquest would go this well. Bismarck is ripping him a new one here. Just absolutely tearing right through him. Jeez. I did not expect that to happen. I thought Bismarck would take a city or two. I did not think he would just like rip through the entire Mongolian core like it wasn't even there. But I mean, again, it's cannons, grenadiers, and cuirassiers against medieval units. It's just... once you start to fall behind in tech, it gets really rough. Like, it gets hard at that point. Looks like, since this is where Gilgamesh's stack is building, I'm assuming that he's going to go after Wang Khan. He only has so much time before Wang Khan gets to rifling, though. And meanwhile, Bismarck has slipped into second place pretty definitively at this point. Like, he's started to get a pretty decent lead on Gilgamesh here. Also, Kathy's still alive in this game. Apparently, Genghis Khan is still attacking up here. He's still trying to capture Moscow. with like this stack of crossbows and trebuchets and knights. There's almost nothing left for Cathy, so I think Genghis Khan is going to take this, but then Cathy will still be alive with one city, even after that. Meanwhile, Samarkand, which is in the heart of Mongolian territory, is about to die, and the war weariness is a little out of control here. Not looking so good. So Moscow was captured. There's only one city left for poor Cathy. As Bismarck does a revolt into nationhood. Jeez. So, yeah, I thought that Gilgamesh was plotting war. Did he back out of that? No, he still is. Still in. We have enough on our hands already. So it's Bismarck or Wang Khan. I mean, I guess he could be going after Bismarck. That would actually be really interesting if he turned now and went after Bismarck. Has to be one of the two of them. They're the only ones he can declare war on. Bismarck's also now trying to get to rifles. But yeah, he's racing right through the core of Mongolian territory. So I'm just curious when Gilgamesh is going to make his move here. Is he still up? He's still, no, he's backed off of upgrading stuff. I don't know. It would be funny as if Gilgamesh went for cultural victory, but he can't. He doesn't have enough holy cities. He won't do that. Anyway, if nothing else happens, Genghis Khan's going to die here shortly. He doesn't have much left. Bismarck has just cut right through him. Where's Tokyo? Oh, that must be it. That's over here. And now this city is completely swallowed up by Byzantine culture. Even Tokyo is very swallowed up by Byzantine culture too. It feels like all these are going to go over to Justinian eventually. He's just letting his culture do all the conquering for him. Cathy is not being menaced up there with her one city remaining. Yeah, one city after another falling. So I'm still just wondering when, like this city is a lot of cities with the chances to revolt. I'm just still wondering when Gilgamesh is going to make his move. I feel like he's waited a little too long because he's had enough time to get rifling and upgrade his units. I feel like he's waiting a little too long here. Like, I feel like he needed to make his move a little bit sooner instead of just continuing to hang out. Because, like, Bismarck is going to have, right, if his target's Bismarck, Bismarck's going to have rifling, and if it's Wang Khan's going to have rifling soon, too. Oh, a city was reconquered temporarily by the Mongols. I don't think they'll be able to hold that, though. And meanwhile, Justinian's just, like, flying above the fray completely. So far ahead in this game. So it is Wang Khan. All right. It was Wang Khan. As I said, I thought that made sense. Because Wang Khan does not have rifles, which is like a whoopsie daisy. Yeah, he doesn't even have gunpowder, so he needs to get replaceable parts, rifling, and gunpowder. Because, yeah, huachas and longbows are not going to do much against this, against cavalry and rifles. Of course, it does have to chew through the defenses, which is going to take a couple turns, but still. Once the defenses are down, this city is dead, and I don't know if there's a lot behind that. Oh, Moscow is captured. So we'll see if Gilgamesh can duplicate Bismarck's feat in conquering his way across the continent. Also, Cathy's still up there with one city. We'll see if he can duplicate that feat. I would say I think so, but... Oh, okay. That was faster than I thought. That's actually really good for Gilgamesh because the faster he does... Like, the faster he takes the first city, the slower Wang Khan's research rate is, the longer it's going to take him to get to rifles. Okay, he didn't wait. He just powered his way straight through, even though he had catapults. Yeah, this could be a fast conquest as well. Again, these two are very close for second place. This is a real race between the two of them because they're like both beating up on nearly dead opponents. All right, well, that's a good question. I would expect he didn't lose much because it was cavalry against like longbows. And that's a very one-sided... yeah, he didn't lose anything. He lost nothing. And he just chewed through some of Wang Khan's units. Anyway, so we'll try to keep an eye on both of these conquests and just see what's happening where. Is this city in revolt? Yeah. But I think that this one controls enough tiles that Bismarck will be able to hold it. This one, I think, is very unlikely that he'll be able to hold this city for any length of time, but I could be wrong. All right. Yeah, look at this. This is just random calves running up and attacking longbows. Oh, here comes Wang Khan's stack. All right. Oh, 41 unit stack. Unfortunately, it's all medieval units. But that's his main stack right here. So he did still have some units. Apparently, they were up in this city, and they had to make their way back down south, which is pretty funny. But yeah, once this stack is dead, there's not much to hold down here. What's going on with Bismarck? He hasn't quite made it to another German or another Mongolian city yet. All right. So these units are okay. There's a stack that moved up on the capital down here. Wang Khan is heading for rifles. Let's see how quickly he can get there. It's a big deal if he can get to them. If he can get to rifling while he still has this stack intact, he's got a much better shot at hanging in there because he still has 40 units in this stack. Whereas Genghis Khan is not. I mean, Genghis Khan is also researching rifling tech, but... So it's really a race here. All right, well, there were 41 units. Now there's 31, so 10 of them died in that stack. And then Seoul is also getting sieged down by this stack here. Is Bismarck back on the attack? Not quite yet. So will Wang Khan still have anything intact by the time that he gets to rifling tech? Is a real question. Now 30 units. This stack has 16. Oh, that's up in here. Okay. So all the cities in former Japanese territory were taken over by Bismarck. This is apparently where his main stack was. It was over here, not over here. Did I update the word? I thought I did, right? East Mongolia is gone. I mean, people watching the stream, did I miss one? I thought that I got them all, right? Pretty sure I did. Because like if I missed it, I'm pretty sure everyone in chat would have jumped all. If I missed it, everyone in chat like jumps on. Nope, someone's saying I missed one. Is someone willing to go back? You need to add. Okay, enough people are saying I missed one. Okay, people are saying I missed it. Okay. Thanks then. Okay, up to 11. Thanks, guys. Slow rate North Germany. Yeah, now we have North Germany. Although, again, it feels like a lot of these cities are going to end up in Justinian's hands because they're so swamped with Byzantine culture. Like, they don't control any tiles at all. Like, this city's already at 500 culture, so those borders extend 20, 40. I mean, they extend down to here. Right? Like, there's just... All these cities are going to starve to size 1, and then they'll be... Like, this city can't even work a single tile. I'm a little surprised it hasn't ended up in Byzantine hands already. All right, so again, still seems like the main fighting is going on down here. Gilgamesh was not able to snipe Pusan. He got it down to like 2 units remaining, but he wasn't quite able to snipe it because Wang Khan's main stack came back with 40 units, and he killed a big chunk of it. That said, Seoul looks like it's going to fall here before rifling's discovered. And I don't know that even rifling's going to be enough to save Wang Khan if he's lost Pyongyang and Seoul. He'll just have like 4 fishing villages and Pusan left. I don't think that that's going to be enough. Justinian's first, Gilgamesh second. Oh yeah, that's right. Russia is technically still in this war. Here comes more German units. So apparently Germany captured like a bunch of Mongol cities and then ran all the way over here and then now is running back to finish the job. Very weird. All right, here comes the... So that's still a decent sized stack, 28 units. I expect the attack to come in against Seoul on any one of these turns. For some reason, there's no medic in this stack here, so these units are not healing as fast as they should at Seoul. Where did that Wang Khan stack go? Wait, didn't he have a stack of like 20 units over here? Did it just get eliminated somehow? Anyway, Seoul's down to 12%, so I think it'll get attacked one of these turns. Yeah, there it goes. And now that slows down the rifling timing a little bit. So Gilgamesh has actually pulled ahead of Bismarck a little bit in score, although Bismarck will increase in score. Yeah. So Wang Khan, okay, Wang Khan got kind of massacred there in terms of power. Got kind of crushed there. So Satsuma just was gifted over. This city was just gifted to Justinian because he was so crushed with culture. And then now the main army of Bismarck is getting back into Genghis Khan's territory. I wonder if anyone will take out Cathy with the one city. So yeah, now we're seeing the swarm of German units coming back again. I'm focusing down here because I think this is a more interesting fight as opposed to just seeing Bismarck getting murked. Or Genghis Khan getting crushed there at the end. Yeah, this city only has a couple of units in it. Wang Khan will discover rifling tech, but I just don't think he has enough left at this point for that to be meaningful. These calves will all heal up, and does Gilgamesh have steel for cannons yet? To make his conquest a little fat? No, he doesn't. He's on communism for some reason. Like, Genghis Khan's about to get rifling tech too, but it's not going to matter. All these coastal cities tend to build caravels at the end for some reason. They're getting sunk by the Sumerian frigates. They're just getting blasted by that. Anyway, do we have any... I think Ning Hsia is about to get captured over here. Maybe like one more turn. Yeah, I mean, Genghis Khan's not long for this world. Then the real question is, will there be a big showdown between Bismarck and Gilgamesh for second? I have no idea. All right, Wang Khan does have rifling tech now. Question is, how quickly can he deploy that? Gilgamesh seems to be taking his time, moving to the next target there. Somehow Ning Hsia survived one more turn. Oh, is Wang Khan too broke to upgrade units to rifles? Maybe he doesn't have enough money. What's his economy look like? No, he definitely has money. Maybe he's trying to raise gold for upgrades. By the way, look at this naval battle going on down here. This Combat 3 frigate, which is trying to sink galleons and caravels over here. I wonder why they're not building frigates instead of galleons. Oh, well. Okay, so Gilgamesh is moving to Pusan, I would imagine, here. If he gets control of the seas, his frigates can just drop the defenses of the coastal cities. I don't see any German ships over here, but they're probably on their way. They just have to sail completely around the continent to get there. Anyway, another city goes down. There's only 2 cities left for Kublai Khan, or Genghis Khan. Only 2 cities left. Oh, Pusan was captured that turn. Okay. A lot of cities getting captured that turn. So Genghis Khan is about to exit. And then I suspect Wang Khan is shortly to follow. And then somehow Cathy will still be alive with both of these being dead. All right, yeah, Gilgamesh is not wasting much time here. He's being pretty efficient. He will have to go get this city as well, but he should be able to manage that. This stack, yeah, shouldn't have much trouble wiping that out. And over here, turn off the resources because they're cluttering this up. Karakoram is next. Bismarck now has rifling tech as well, of course. Yeah, this stack should easily wipe its way through. Because, like, there's a rifle in here, but those longbows will die. Now, we were talking before how Bismarck couldn't hold some of his conquests. This is a city that Gilgamesh will not be able to hold. That'll have to go over to Germany. But he should be able to hold everything else, I think. Yeah, these 2 cities are far enough away. I mean, he won't be able to hold this city, but everything else he should be able to hold. I'm just curious if Gilgamesh is going to capture that. No, he stopped to bombard. What about Karakoram over here? All right, Karakoram survives for one more turn, but it's about to fall too. So this should fall. And then this, no, I guess waited to take it down to 0%. Extremely cautious. But it's not like these cities are going anywhere down here. So one more city to go for Genghis Khan. And then we'll be down to really just 3 leaders, although technically 4 with Cathy still being alive. As I said, I wonder if Kathy's able to survive this game. Now, this stack does not have any siege in it, so this stack will just wipe this last city without bothering to bombard defenses. That said, there's 2 rifles in here, so maybe that city can hold, but I suspect that many calves and that highly promoted calves can just capture anyway without needing to wait for the defenses to come down. All right. Meanwhile, Genghis Khan is on his last legs. I did not think when Bismarck declared war that Genghis was going to fold that badly. He really collapsed like a house of cards. Like, he fell apart like he wasn't even there. And Gilgamesh is not that close to taking another city. Wait 1 turn to take the defense, take out the cultural defenses. Yeah, Cathy was saved. 1 city left. Cathy was saved. So now we have North Germany. Well, North Germany is almost completely gone. 2 of the city, or 1 of the cities has already gone over to Justinian. This city you would expect would revolt to Justinian, and then these cities control, between 2 cities they control 3 tiles. Talk about getting nothing out of your conquests. It's kind of wild how much territory went over to Justinian. He's not that close to domination, but man, if he wanted to go for domination, he so easily could. He's friendly with every single leader in the game. He's friends with both sides of this military conflict, which is wild. Everybody is in love with Justinian. All right, anyway, time for Temujin to make his exit from the game, shortly followed by Wang Khan. All right. GG. This is kind of what I thought would happen. I thought that Genghis Khan would be a strong leader, but that he also would flame out in the mid-game and get eliminated at some point, and that is what happens. I thought that he would go after Cathy first instead of Gilgamesh, though. Anyway, it is still extremely close between Gilgamesh and Bismarck for 2nd place. And so I am curious to see who's going to get more out of their respective wars. Okay, so back to filling this in. So Genghis Khan is the next one eliminated. Once again, unable to advance. I believe he's never had a top 2 finish. Though he did score a kill in this game. So he is out on turn 265. Game 2, turn 265. And the kill goes to Bismarck, who is very much in the running for a top 2 finish here. And then in fantasy terms, so unfortunately, Grillo's pickup of the double cons did not really work, because between them they only scored 1 point before getting eliminated, unfortunately. And then Bismarck is on Team Henrik, so scores the kill credit there. All right. Back we go. I'll refresh the map. And then for the time being, we're going to watch the remainder of this war. Now the question is, would Bismarck declare war on... The interesting thing is Bismarck could declare war on Gilgamesh. He actually could declare war on Justinian as well. I would be shocked if he did that, but it actually is possible. I mean, there's so much... So here's the thing. There's so much border tension between Bismarck and Justinian. It's actually not wild that Bismarck could declare war on him. Like, look at the amount of border tension they have. It's absolutely insane. That would be really, really dumb, but I can see him doing that, which would be... I can't see Justinian's graphs. We have to go over to Justinian's graphs. I could see him doing it. Like, they're not that far off in power. Or he could, or the other thing, now here's the smart move for Bismarck. What he should do is he should attack Gilgamesh. If he attacks Gilgamesh, he will 100% finish in 2nd place for this game. But if he attacks Justinian, he can throw away an easy top 2 spot. So that's really the big drama in this game, is what's going to happen there. What is Bismarck going to do? If he just sits back and tries to stay peaceful, he might be able to get out in 2nd place anyway. Apparently Wang Khan stuffed 1 million caravels in here. He also has a city garrison 3 rifles, so that's going to take a little more work. I guess with those catapults, they can take that down. So I thought that the cavalry would just be able to capture the city, but apparently they do need the catapult help to do it. Anyway, Gilgamesh is on assembly line. I don't suppose Bismarck's plotting for war. Oh, we have enough on our hands already. Okay. Well, we're going to see pretty quickly, is he going to go to war with Justinian or is he going to go to war with Gilgamesh? If he goes to war with Gilgamesh, I think he's got the 2nd place finish. If he goes to war with Justinian, I don't really see it going very well. But I think he's more likely to declare on Justinian. I really do. Just because of all the border tension. We'll see. Just the AI really does not like it when there's that much border tension. And the AI is probably looking at the graph and like, oh, Justinian, he's only barely ahead, right? This is an even match. And the thing is, Justinian hasn't built military units in ages. He's just been teching. The minute he turns the military spigot back on, it's going to be a slaughter. But Bismarck might make the smart play, which would be to hit Gilgamesh, who's very extended in Wang Khan's territory right now. So we will see if Bismarck attacks Justinian. Justinian's going to win by domination, and my predictions are going to look really, really good. So I'm kind of hoping Bismarck is going to declare on Justinian. I'm kind of hoping for that, because that'll make my picks look a lot better. We'll see, though. Bismarck could also do the smart thing and declare on Gilgamesh, who is, by the way, taking longer than he probably should here, although he did get this city down to just 2 Hwachas left, so I think he's got this city. Hwachas obviously don't get defensive bonuses. So he did manage to take that city. I mean, right now it's still close between these two, but Bismarck would definitely win the war right now against Gilgamesh, because Gilgamesh has all his units in Korean territory right now. They're like completely out of position, and Bismarck has a higher power rating anyway. Gilgamesh would, I think Gilgamesh could beat him in a war, but like he would need time to reposition and take advantage of the fact that he has factories and Bismarck does not. All right, well, they're taking their time getting this kill. Apparently, all of the Korean frigates have been sinking any ship that attempted to get over there. But there's not much left for Korea. Once the city falls, it's just 2 more fishing villages. Every turn I'm like, is Bismarck going to declare war this turn? Like, what's going on here? And he's still got that we have enough on our hands. I mean, I guess Kathy is technically still alive up there as well. But he's friendly with Kathy, so he won't declare war on her. It's incredible that she's still up there, hanging out. Yeah, Gilgamesh is ahead in tech, but Bismarck has more territory right now. Justinian continues building every wonder under the sun. This city should finally collapse here, though. It's been under siege for quite some time. Yeah, this has been a slightly slower conquest than I thought. And then this one city which is holding like a tremendous amount of territory. Plus Wang Khan still has this city alive up here. Yeah, Kathy's just praying to make it to the wildcard game, obviously. This has been a very rough game for her. She had a tough starting position. I honestly do think she's probably the favorite for first to die. That's my hunch. But I think if we play this game enough times, I think she's going to be the favorite in that category. Just because she just has a rough position in this game. Oh, there it is! Oh, yes! Oh, my picks are saved. Classic Bismarck. Classic Bismarck. So obviously this looks really, really dumb. What's going on here, again, is there's just so much border tension here. There's a tremendous amount of pressure. There's just a tremendous amount of pressure on Bismarck to declare war because of all that border tension. But was this a good decision? No, this was a very bad decision. Very, very bad decision. And just like that, look at all the minuses here. So Bismarck has declared war on Justinian twice. He also has -5 for spy shenanigans. Oh my god. All right, well, I don't think this is going to go very well because Justinian's going to turn on the unit. He's going to start building units now, and Justinian is incredibly far ahead in tech. So you can see right now, you might look at that and you'd be like, oh, they're pretty close in power, right? Well, look at the unit quality disparity. So Bismarck has rifles and cabs. That's what he has right now. Rifles. He has grenadiers, rifles, calves. He has steel for cannons. He's about to get railroad, but he still needs to research quite a bit to get assembly line. It might look like he's close, but he needs corporation. So that means he needs education and economics and corporation, and then assembly line. Meanwhile, Justinian not only has assembly line for rifles, he also has industrialism. He just picked up tanks, and he has planes, and he has bombers too. It's not just fighters; he has bombers as well, and tanks. Yeah, so he's a full generation ahead in military tech, and he's much bigger. This is not going to go well. So where's Bismarck's main stack seems to be over here. Yeah, he seems to have most of his units over here. I anticipate that Justinian is going to absolutely crush him, and I think Justinian is probably going to win by domination here, but we'll find out. Got combustion before education. Well, he has those military tech preferences. So Justinian should start swapping off of research builds and putting them on like tank and marine builds. And every single one of his units is going to be much higher in quality. So I do not anticipate this going very well at all. Yeah, so just like that. Old Sarai has been captured. Yeah, he's going to just start mopping up the one. You know, the cities that are completely surrounded by Justinian's units. Yeah. What's Justinian building in his unit, in his cities? I just want to zoom out so we can see. Yeah, he's building a lot of tanks. A lot of tanks and paragroupers, also the Three Gorges Dam. Yeah, okay. So meanwhile, where is Gilgamesh's? Okay, he's got them here. I guess he's heading down to that last line Khan city. But for right now... Oh, here's the fun thing to do in the late game when there's like 1 billion units on the field. All right, so this is how many units they have. We can do the unit supply, or is it unit cost? Yeah. So Justinian has 194 military units, and Bismarck has 231. Let's check in on this in a few turns. 231 for Bismarck. Let's see how long that he keeps all these units, because I suspect a lot of them are going to start dying. Remember, tanks can have innate blitz, so they can attack twice per turn. Oh, that's a lot of units dying there. That's a lot of units dying there. Also, all of North Germany just got captured, so goodbye North Germany. Justinian's at 42%. He actually needs quite a bit of land to win by domination. So Bismarck was at 231 last turn for units. What's he at now? He went from 231 to 192 in one turn. He lost 40 units in one turn. Is a Diplo victory on the cards? It could be, because Justinian's so popular. It could be. That is a possibility if he builds the UN. Catherine has declared war on Wang Khan. What? Kathy has declared war on Wang Khan. Are you kidding me? Well, I have 13 wars, and we just hit 13. So can we maybe stop here and have that be our last war declaration? Because that would be awesome. Yeah, Sharkfin. Okay, yes. This is unlikely to be. This is likely to be pretty ugly here. Yep. How many units did Justinian lose? Basically 0. Yeah, that's not. It's not what you want. I can't believe Cat. So someone, Gilgamesh probably asked Kathy to join him in his war, which is the only explanation for that. Yeah, where's this stack coming here? I guess they're still intact for the time being. So all of North Germany's gone now, and now the question is, yeah, now the tanks are starting to roll south as the Eiffel Tower finishes as well. Old Sarai, where is that? Oh, this got recaptured. Okay. Does this make it so Justinian can war deck on Catherine? Good question. Let's see. Nope. Still very much. As long as they share the same faith, they'll. That will not happen as long as they share the same faith. Also, Gilgamesh, where are you going? Were you gonna finish off these last 2 cities or what? Just curious if he's gonna move his units forward. Like, there's 1 city left with no defenses. Just walk down there and capture it. He seems to be taking his time right now. Sooner or later, though, he'll definitely take that. All right. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Novgorod capture. Okay, this city did actually fall to Bismarck. So he did take a... I was going to say a core city, but this was something that culture flipped out of Russia. Let's see if this is the site of a counterattack. Just out of curiosity. It's just so hard for Bismarck to compete with the units that Justinian has. Like, his units are just so much better overall. All right, yeah, Gilgamesh, seriously, dude, just walk down and capture the last city. It has 2 rifles in it. You have like 100 air infantry up here. Just walk down and capture that. Justinian is actually making a decent amount of progress towards cultural victory, even though he's not running the slider. So that's is a possibility if this goes on long enough. So that's also a possibility too. I'm just trying to see where Justinian is trying to push forward. So remember, Justinian got caught off guard. He didn't have like a big stack ready to go at the start of this war. Dortmund. Okay, he took this city over here. He seems to be... What is that? It's some kind of a warning on my other computer over here that you guys can't see. Yeah, rifling versus robotics. Kind of ugly. Seriously, Gilgamesh, what are you doing? You gotta wipe this dude out. Like, look at how much the borders are crushing you down here. I don't know what he's doing. Why is he taking so long to capture the final city? And then Wangkon is still... Well, Wangkon still have another city up there. Domination's at 42%. This city is going to get recaptured soon, I think. Oh, actually, there is another stack. Okay, this stack is still pushing forward. This is the top. This is the holy city for Justinian, right? If he loses this, even temporarily, it would stop him from winning by culture. If you're curious about how many units Bismarck has, he is down. He's down to 160. Remember, he was 230. He's lost 70 units so far. So it's not going well. It's not going well so far. Although Justinian has lost some units, it's definitely been a lot worse. Oh, you know what? Kathy's gonna come take this. Kathy's gonna come take this city because Gilgamesh is doing something. I don't know, but certainly a threat to Thessalonica up here. You got to keep an eye on that. If that city actually could somehow get captured, it would be a real blow to Justinian, since it's one of his best cities. That said, I don't think this city's in any real risk of falling. Gilgamesh is... I still don't know what he's doing. Where are his units? I was wondering if he was going to go capture that Kagoshima up there, but I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He seems to have a huge stack here that's just sitting around not doing anything. Maybe he's upgrading the infantry. I don't know. This is really weird. Usually when the AI is down to like one city left, they don't just suddenly stop attacking for some reason. Yeah, this stack is still pretty large. 56 units in here. That's a lot. Okay, well, a couple units attacked here. Unfortunately, they mostly just promoted the rifles that are inside the city. Just keep wondering if anything's going to capture that spot. Anyway, there's an awful lot of Bismarck units there. They're getting hit by planes every turn, so the longer they wait, the worse it probably is. 51 units still. Alright, there is a stack of some kind heading down here. There are 2 rifles and our cavalry in there. Oh yes, and Kathy has 2 grenadiers and 2 muskets hanging out there. Anyway, the main fight is over here at Thessalonica. The stack still has 48 units in it. And the city does not have 48 defenders in it. So that city could actually get captured. Bismarck, Bismarck did not just insta-die the way I kind of thought he was going to. Also, what are you doing, Gilgamesh? Why are you not killing this city? What is going on? This is like 12 consecutive turns. He's just sitting here not attacking. He's still at war, right? Am I missing something? Gilgamesh, kill this dude. Why are you not attacking? I don't understand what is going on here. Like, what is going on? Just you have so many units. What are you doing? Literally walk them down here and capture this city. Look at how many, like, it's denying all these cities the opportunity to work their tiles. This is utterly bizarre. There's so many units. There's 28 units here. Just walk them down here and take this city. Oh my God. Because like if Bismarck pieces out, or Justinian pieces out here with Gilgamesh, boy, that mech timing is not great for Bismarck here. Now he has to attack into mechs instead of rifle, or instead of infantry. That's a lot worse. Anyway, I'm just floored. I've never seen this. I don't know what's going on. Well, one of the 2 rifles died because Kathy killed it. Kathy had to kill one of the 2 rifles. Unbelievable. Now the stack is finally coming in. Okay. I don't know why it took that long, but apparently it did. Now they're finally arriving to kill the one rifle that's in here. Anyway, this stack is down to 30 units, so it's not going great for Bismarck. Not going great. They're trying to heal, but of course they're just getting hit by more collateral damage as more ships fly in. Also, Bismarck seems to be frantically starving in some of these cities because he's up against someone who has... oh, he's in anarchy. Never mind. He just went into police... Yeah, he just went into police state because his war weariness was so bad. All right. Now the city will finally get captured. Cathy almost took it. But no, it will get captured by Gilgamesh. And then Wang Khan has one city remaining. We'll see if Gilgamesh can walk up there and take that. I mean, Bismarck is still just barely behind him in score. Because so far, Bismarck has not actually lost that much territory in this war. I mean, it's not going well for him. If the war continues, it's not going well. But Justinian could opt to peace out. Yeah. Now, this is the point at which I would expect Bismarck to start losing cities. This is the point at which I think he'll start losing territory. But Justinian could just opt to sign a peace treaty and get out of here. It could happen. He's also not that far. If he also just starts attacking, he could definitely win by domination because he's almost cleaned up this stack. This stack is down to 16 units, and like this city, Novgorod, is completely undefensible. So like he just took St. Petersburg over there. So I think Justinian can run over him pretty quickly if he wants, because now he's chewed through Bismarck's entire army and there's like nothing left. So now it's just a matter of moving and capturing the German cities, which are still stuck on rifles against freaking mechs that have 32 strength and tanks, of course. All right, and then there's just the one city left. There's already some units moving up here. There is open borders between these two, right? Yeah, Bismarck and Gilgamesh do have open borders. What's the likelihood Gilgamesh attacks Bismarck? I mean, it's possible. That's assuming that the game lasts that long, which I'm not sure it is going to last that long. Yeah, like Moscow's getting attacked up here. Moscow's down to 1 unit left. The defenses are going to be taken out by that destroyer. Yeah, now the cities are starting to fall because Bismarck lost his army. Now that the army's been cleaned up, you're starting to see these cities falling, and Bismarck's score is starting to drop. Again, I think that this is a pretty... I think this is not far off domination for Justinian if he just captures all these German cities. But whether he can do that or not, I don't know. He could peace out, as we know. Also, Wang Khan still has the 1 city left. Like, Moscow literally doesn't even control its own first-ring tiles. Neither does Novgorod. How many units are left in here? There are 3 rifles in this. And Gilgamesh has a stack heading up there. I'm expecting Moscow to fall one of these turns. It is getting attacked. Novgorod has taken that turn. And New Sarai. Old Sarai and New Sarai both taken. Still, Justinian still does need a fair amount of territory to get to domination. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he can get close enough. Obviously, he has to keep the war going for that, too. Or if he gets out with, like, a space ending. This season's been rough for East Asian leaders so far. Oh, there's Gilgamesh's stack. And that's it. Wang Khan's out. Oh, Troll King does not survive to the wildcard game. Does not survive to the wildcard game. All right. Moscow and Hamburg both captured. Wow, okay. It's a lot of cities getting captured this turn. All right, so Wang Khan is out, and Gilgamesh got the kill. All right, let me flip this over, and we'll mark that in. So we are on turn 297. So this is Wang Khan. Game 2, turn 297. Game 2, turn 297. Kill went to Gilgamesh. All right. And same thing for fantasy. So Wang Khan did not end up scoring any points for Jamie, unfortunately. And Gilgamesh was one of our big bids, I remember. Where is Gilgamesh on here? Why do I have so much trouble finding? There he is. Oh, actually, he was only the third highest bid for Kajatlik. Well, that looks like a pretty good pickup. Kajatlik's going to score pretty big in this game. Of course, he does have both Justinian and Gilgamesh on his team. That's going to be a good scoring result for sure. Okay, let's try to keep speeding this along. So we don't want this game to go too much longer. All right, so now the question is, how much longer does Bismarck last? And is he able to get out of here with a peace treaty? Because it's the only hope of surviving. If he doesn't get a peace treaty now, he's 100% dead. I mean, yep, they were close, and then they weren't. And also, as others said, if... What's his name? If Gilgamesh wants to declare war on Bismarck, he can. But he is pleased with him. So... That's the question. I'm kind of hoping he won't because I have 13 wars and it's exactly at 13 wars right now. Kind of hoping that we just stay in this game state and Justinian hits domination victory because that would be good for me. I'd actually score pretty well. But I'm pretty pleased with this game overall. And I think my read on the game was pretty solid. I thought that Justinian and Gilgamesh would be the two strongest. And they have been the two strongest. But I just had the order backwards, for better or for worse. Peter was eliminated next game, needs fixing fantasy contest. Okay, that's right. He got eliminated on the last turn. That's why I didn't put it in. That's why, because he got eliminated on the very last turn of the game. Okay, thanks for that. I just did it off screen. I didn't change the description on... I didn't change the open broadcast software, which window I was on, but I did just fix it. Okay, so Justinian's still pushing on. By the way, Gilgamesh going to tanks as well, but he's definitely behind... he's definitely behind Justinian in that regard. So yeah, there's multiple pushes going in pretty much everywhere. In former Mongol territory, in the heart of Germany, cities are going down everywhere. It's pretty rough for Bismarck. He picked a war he absolutely should not have fought, but was not surprising he did fight. So Justinian's up to 47%. He already has the population requirement. He needs about 15% more. It'll be close on the territory that he picks up from killing... Bismarck. If he gets all of it, it's going to be real close on the domination. I mean, like, real close. So we're seeing a city fall almost every turn. Like, I expect Berlin's probably going to fall this turn. Maybe one more turn. Yeah, there's just not a whole lot left. I mean, he attacked, but there were enough defenders that the city held for the time being. But then there's this behind it. Meanwhile, over here, it looks like Karakorum is going to get blitzed through on this turn. Imagine if Bismarck bribes Cathy into a war. I mean, what would he offer her? There's nothing he could offer her. Cathy, she's not going to declare war. They won't declare war on someone who's that much higher than them in power. All right, now that, yeah, there's not much left of Bismarck. He only has... How many cities? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He only has 7 cities left at this point after he had that humongous amount of territory earlier. All right, 50% land area, continuing to tick up as more cities get captured. It's obvious by now that Bismarck's not going to get beyond the rifles and cabs level of tech. So, yeah. Like, he tried, but he's continuing to lose more territory. There's a German destroyer out here. And there's more pushes coming in over here, but I think the main thrust is... It's interesting because right now there's attacks on both sides, and now the helicopters, the gunships are involved too. They're not meant to be city captures, but if you're against someone who's that far behind in tech, then they can just fly in. 4 movement units just flying in, killing everything. Here's Cathy with a random unit. No, Cathy is not going to declare war here. For all that the AI tends to be slow and plotting in its warfare, in the late game when it has a huge tech lead, it actually can run over things very quickly when it has an advantage this big. Oops, I wanted F8. So we're only at 51% land area right now, but there's a whole lot of cities that have yet to come out of resistance, including... How much territory does Bismarck still have left, out of curiosity? So, okay, he controls 14%, so I think his territory will be enough to get Justinian over the domination limit once... If everything's captured and it comes out of resistance, I think that'll be enough. And that city doesn't even have any defenders in it. The gunships just killed everything. Some of that will get swallowed up by Gilgamesh's culture, but I don't think enough of it will get swallowed up by Gilgamesh's culture. I think it's going to be enough for domination. I think. As I said, it is going to be close, but I think it'll be enough. 52. Also got a... Okay, well, and that's as long as he doesn't just win by cultural victory before then. Because he is not far off on cultural victory. Constantinople is only 15 turns away from a cult. So he's got 15 turns to win by domination, or he's going to win by culture. And that's with him also about to finish the tech tree, too. Just one of those games where he was really good at doing everything in this one. Yeah, that was not a good decision to declare war. Bismarck's war declaration is one of the more suicidal things we've seen. All right, so yeah, up to 57%. I think if these two cities are captured, that's obviously that would eliminate Bismarck, who only has 2 cities left, but I think that that'll push him over the edge for domination too. Come on, stay on 13 wars and get domination, because I'm actually really close on the finishing date too. I could have a really good score here. Where is hey Gilgamesh, where are you going with all these what you doing, Gilgamesh? I don't suppose you're plotting war. You're not going to declare war here, are you? Come on, buddy. Oh, come on, Gilgamesh. No, no, no. We're on 13 wars. Come on, Gilgamesh. No. Come on. Not you too, Gilgamesh. You're just moving up to this city, right? Come on. You're just moving up there, right? All right, 1 city to go. Come on. Just, Bismarck, take this city and then trigger your domination win, and then we're out of here without any further shenanigans, right? Right? You're at 60%. You just have to take this city, Cologne, and that's it. And then we're out of here with no further insanity shenanigans. Okay. I think he needs 2 more turns. 1 turn to move this stack here, and then 1 turn to take the city, I think. Gilgamesh, don't you do it. Don't you do it, Gilgamesh. Okay, no. You got a legendary culture, but that's it. All right, there's 1 city left. Come on. You got a humongous stack here. Just move your stack 1 tile forward and take this city. Come on. All right, 1 more turn. 1 more turn. Needs just one more inner turn without shenanigans happening. All right. So, Justinian's at 60%. I think he's going to capture this city, and then he's going to trigger domination, and I think that's going to be it. With Bismarck being eliminated. All right. Cross my fingers. Come on. All right. Does that do it? I think it does. There we go. Yeah. Big scoring game for me. All right. Justinian with a well-deserved victory. He was dominant this game from start to finish. This was the perfect game for Justinian. It played out exactly the way he wanted. His religion, he got an early religion. He used it to dominate culturally. He spread it to the entire world. He was never in a 2-front war. He made so many friends, and he just let everybody else kill each other while he used religion very skillfully. Gilgamesh not as lucky because of the early attack by Genghis Khan. Not as lucky because he had to fend off the early 2v1, and that really slowed him down. I think in a world where Genghis Khan attacks Cathy instead of attacking him, I think Gilgamesh actually could have been a huge runaway as well. But he hung in there, and he still played a really good game. And then Cathy, it's a miracle that she's alive and survived, which Cathy will make it to the wildcard game. So she will still be around for that one. All right, let's look at the replay, and then we'll do all of our endgame stuff. I just want to jot down that this was domination turn 317. 317. Because I'm going to have to mark this down, because we had the second game in a row where we had an elimination on the final turn that domination was triggered, which is pretty wild. All right, let's watch the replay. Alrighty. So things that jump out early. I think that Justinian being so culturally dominant was really noteworthy. Uh, Temujin really struggled to get culture early on. Was another thing that was noteworthy. For some reason, Tokugawa's expansion was really bad. I don't know why he was so bad at expanding this game, but he was really behind the eight ball from the early game. I still do think that the Gilgamesh early 2v1 colored things a lot. It really limited Gilgamesh, but his starting position was so good that even though he was set back early, he was still managed to hang in there as well. And then we kind of had a lot of wars that didn't really go anywhere for a while until the really big one was the Justinian declaring war on Tokugawa, because this boosted him from being the leading AI to being like a runaway AI, because he got almost all of Japan's territory. And then the stuff he didn't get, he just culture flipped later on in the game. And then while everybody else just kept fighting, Justinian was like, all right, I'm just going to sit here with my 7 different shrines and 18 world wonders, and I'll just tech past everybody while you guys all fight. And then so the game kind of turned into a race for second place, where the stuff that was most noteworthy in that regard was everybody's staying peaceful for a long time. So it kind of turned into who had the best economy. And then eventually we see the two sides make their moves, right? Bismarck makes his move first, and then Gilgamesh makes his move second. And honestly, Bismarck was in position where he really probably should have finished second in this game. Like, he probably should have finished second because he was in a stronger position than Gilgamesh, who Gilgamesh took way too long to kill Wang Khan, like way too long. But he committed the main crime, the idiotic crime of attacking the runaway leader, who was, not even a full generation ahead in tech, like literally like 1.5 generations ahead in tech, almost two. By the end of the game, he was 2 generations ahead in tech, because Justinian had mechs against rifles. That's 2 generations ahead. So he basically just committed suicide at the end of the game. And Gilgamesh took what would have been like a very narrow race for second and just, ran away with it. And no last second war declaration from Gilgamesh. I don't know what you were planning, Gilgamesh, but I'm glad you didn't do it. Glad you didn't do it. All right. So demos. These are Justinian here, and then rival best is Gilgamesh, and then rival worst is Kathy, if you're curious about how they stacked up. Justinian was very, very far ahead in every regard. It was not remotely close. If you're curious about the final GMP, production, food, power, it wasn't close. This was a clinic for Justinian, and it showed why he was a pool 1 leader. He's had some rough goes the last 2 years on stream, but he was very strong in the alternate histories. This year, he shows once again why he's a pool 1 leader. He is one of the best leaders in AI Survivor, and we'll see him again in the playoffs.